Duval County, 904 in this bitch, huh? Put your hands up. Yeah. You feel that bass? Turn it up. It's that dirty South punk rock. Dirty South. Dirty South. Yeah. Throw it up. Where you from, nigga? Where you from? Duval. You could get caught in the club. Roll with your hood, throw it up in the club. Hey. Or you could get stomped in the club for a dub that I saw. Shawty, we don't give a fuck, yeah. But you don't want no problem. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me. Oh, we give me 50 deep. Hold on back, hold on back. Man, fuck that nigga. Hold on back, hold on back. Man, fuck that nigga. Hold on back, hold on back. Fuck that, fuck back. DJ Dirty Ski. When I reach for the herb, nigga, what's the word? Bitch, what's the word? Nigga better recognize real G's down the ride. Dirty South, I'm a record till I die. And I ain't even gotta tell her what my name is. I just walk right in like I'm famous. Get out the way, bitch. I'm heading straight to the VIP where I'ma drink everything for free. Damn right. You can get caught in the club. Roll with your hood, throw it up in the club. Hey. Or you can get stomped in the club for a dub that I saw. Shawty, we don't give a fuck, yeah. But you don't want no problem. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problems with me. Oh, we give me 50 deep. When I say whole wheat, y'all say bread. Whole wheat, bread. Whole wheat, bread. When I say whole wheat, y'all say bread. Whole wheat, bread. Whole wheat. Y'all motherfuckers don't want no problems, nigga. Whole wheat bread, bitch. Southside Duval County. That dirty South punk rock shit. Y'all gonna have to try extra hard to get up in this punk shit now, nigga. Y'all niggas don't want no problems, nigga. Shut up. Back the fuck up.
Hello and welcome to the Altered Perspective, episode 39. It took me 2 weeks. You know what? It took me 2 weeks. Pimpmunk was pronounced dead and he was buried in Mississippi. And I had to take a Greyhound bus down there. I knew he was alive. It took me 48 hours to dig him up. When I opened the casket, he was gasping for a cigarette. So, there we go. Not air, a cigarette.
A cigarette. Yeah. When he truly breathes.
Yes.
Basically.
Right. The real air.
Breathe.
Dude,
I breathe nicotine.
Dude, if there was a planet of burning tobacco,
I would be
the
oh
one,
my God.
like the atmosphere was nothing but burning tobacco, we would send Pimpmunk as an astronaut.
Maybe that's where Pimpmunk's originally from.
He would survive. Dude, he'd be like Superman there.
Oh my God, you're onto something here, Ben.
Something's weird. The host screen's froze up for me. I don't know what's going on.
Oh shit. Damn.
Is anything frozen for anyone else?
Nope, I see the screen moving.
All right.
The same.
Yep. It's me.
Hey guys, it's extremely important tonight that I reach my goals. Just being honest, financially, this is the only show that I actually directly get paid from. I'm just putting that out there now. I will extend the show for 1 hour tonight if I reach 200, and then I will extend the show for 3 hours later tonight if I reach 300. So, and I have tonight, I have my loaded up SNES mini console with over 100 games ready to play tonight, all night, by your request.
Hell yeah.
I may have to hang up and come back, bro.
Okay, buddy.
It doesn't matter anymore.
You know what? Now, with the new system, yes, please do. You'll be back.
Go ahead, man.
Hang up and come back.
Everybody out there in the audience, this is the Thanksgiving episode. So if you are thankful for what Ben has done for you, give it up.
You flatter me, sir. You flatter me.
Hello.
Hi, you're back. Hey.
Okay, everything's working.
Yeah, isn't that great? People can leave and come back, and like literally nothing else gets fucked up. I'm so, dude. Skype, dude. It's Skype. I'm sorry, Skype. Oh, Finn. Thank you, sir. I won't get that right away because it's not Streamlabs. I'm gonna have to wait a while on that, but I appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man. Thanks.
Keep up the good work, Ben.
Thank you, PT Ham. Yes, Streamlabs. I like Finn. I appreciate that, dude. But I won't get that for at least 2 months. And Google's taken a third of it. But I still love you, buddy.
That is if they don't decide that was hate speech, and then they.
Oh yeah,
true.
That was perfectly like fine. If they
I don't know,
that,
boy is very offensive.
You know what?
Everybody's super turned up on Facebook right now about Thanksgiving. Like,
our last
down
stream,
the house angry.
Over on DP, our last stream before Christmas, we're gonna do super chat for good, and we're gonna do a stream. I don't know how long it's gonna be, and we're gonna raise money for a charity. I wanted to do that. But could you guys tell me honestly? Does 100% of the money go to charity, or does Google filter out their 1/3 and then give the rest to charity?
I'm pretty sure Google doesn't filter out their 1/3, but you should look that up. You should look that up.
Yeah,
and make
I
sure,
want all of it to go to charity. I don't want Google to get. I don't want.
Thanks for all you do.
Thank you, Milwaukee.
I think if Google did get part of it, then there would be huge controversy about
it. Oh fuck
yeah! Yeah.
Oh, especially after the Ralph retort shit. So yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
So.
What charity are you doing?
I haven't picked one yet. I probably something for sick kids or.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Next year I'm doing a fundraiser for sexually abused kids.
You know what? I was really disgusted. Do you guys remember Fake?
Lurker. Have some pre-Brexit pounds.
Thank you.
Did you see the David Arquette death match?
Oh, yes! David Arquette and even Joe Rogan commented on this. They showed it on the Jake the Snake episode of Joe Rogan. David Arquette decided, he's a wealthy guy, made a lot of money throughout his career, and he was a fucking... he didn't deserve to hold the WCW World Heavyweight title, but they gave it to him back in the day. And the other guys that held it, that was an insult to all of them. So now David Arquette is making good. At over 40 years old, he is now working out and wrestling in the indies now. Mm-hmm. Like, literally, like, they gave this dude the belt that was, like, the belt for the longest time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Like it's the belt that has its lineage back to when pro wrestling was real. Like literally, they gave him that because he starred in a movie and brought Courtney Cox. Like
that's what wrestling was at the time.
No, they tarnished the value of the real World Heavyweight Championship. The thing was the guys who were the real World Heavyweight Champions in wrestling realized that wrestling is boring to watch. And then even the Olympics realized this. They were going to eliminate freestyle and Greco-Roman wrestling from their actual events completely. So these guys knew that wrestling was boring to watch. And then they started fixing matches and adding storylines and adding drama and adding...
Can the panel hail Satan?
Can the panel... Hail Satan, panel. Everyone.
Sail Hayton. Sail Hayton.
I love Jesus.
Dude, I'm loving how much better this is all working. This is like so tight right now. Oh, dude, Jeff Holloway.
Yeah.
Dude, he doxed us on Kraut server.
Shives. That's Jeff Shives.
That motherfucker doxed us on Kraut server tonight.
Came over
I know
from
he
YouTube
did.
Saints.
I know
Jeff
he did. He
sends
always
his love,
does.
and
He's
we love
doxed
you too.
everyone.
Thank you.
Happy
you.
Turkey Even, and we love you. Buddy.
I love you too,
Sweet.
man. I really appreciate it. See, we're already a quarter of the way to the first goal. We have 2 goals tonight.
Hell yeah.
And I could just stream all night.
Well, I'm doing it. I'm doing a little stream myself later, but I have to make a few bucks, you know.
Yeah.
I picked up.
Give Pimpmunk your thanks too later
I'm
on.
sorry I started the wrestling talk too early in the stream.
Oh,
it's all right. Some
wrestling
people
talk
like
is
it.
Fine, man. We like pro wrestling.
Yeah, we
it's
do.
fine. I just pretend that they're talking about DBZ or something.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Tonight, guys, I just have to say, like, as a professional streamer, Skype has passed Discord. And do you see the little Skype icon in every screen below me? That's because they have met.
Your mom is tight. I'm here to dox all your faces. Fuck ass.
Whoa,
Thank you,
holy
Jeff.
shit.
There's a reason why there's a little Skype symbol in everyone below me's box. And I'm not being paid to say this. Skype has finally released.
Yeah, after being terrible for years.
Dude, it is like real time now.
It is nice though.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's crazy. And everyone in the call is treated like a separate stream.
Man, are you working for Skype?
Honestly, for the first time ever, I feel like, oh wow, Skype is actually owned by Microsoft. Like a big company that can afford to make this type of shit happen. Wow, crazy. Hey, but if they're gonna do it, at least they finally did. Fuck
Dude,
yeah.
I think if I insulted them enough, they would come and assassinate me. I live so close to them.
Yeah, this guy. This
and
guy does a
Nintendo,
show.
dude. I could walk to Nintendo. Like, were they?
That's crazy, man.
Yes, dude. No lie, no fucking lie. This is.
Man's fucked up.
No,
Yeah, I can tell.
dude, this is crazy. I went to Best Buy today to buy my SNES Mini.
Yeah.
And there was a woman standing in the aisle that a bunch of people were talking to. And I'm like, what the fuck? Get out of my way. I'm trying to buy this SNES Mini. Pimp's gone, but he'll be back.
He'll be back.
And
anyway, you were saying?
I was annoyed because all I wanted was the SNES Mini console. And there was a bunch of people. I thought it was like people who knew each other from high school or something, all hanging out. But then when I like pushed everyone aside, I was looking at shit. And then the same woman that was talking to everyone was like, "Do you need help?" And I'm like, "No, I don't need help. I'm just getting this SNES Mini." She's like, "Well, if you know, I work directly for Nintendo, and I'm just here in the aisle in case you have any questions."
What the fuck?
So there are literal Nintendo employees in the fucking aisleway of Best Buy down the road from where I live, just in
awesome.
case
I like that shit.
I have questions. This is not an exaggeration. I bought this
What kind
shit.
of questions would you have about buying a console?
Well,
though?
there was a clueless dad who was probably like 5 years older than me buying the Switch for his kids. You know?
Okay.
So
Sure.
she was there for that.
Oh, I thought it was specifically a thing for the Mini or whatever.
No, she was talking.
Blow a kiss to Dusty the Cockatiel.
Animancer, blow a kiss to Dusty. Oh my god, that's frightening. What did you can Nosferatu blow the kiss? What?
Wow, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Okay, who's to blame for wildfires in California?
Is to blame for the growing number of massive deadly fires ripping through California. Can we figure out some answers? Well, let's bring in the Director of Strategic Engagement at the Natural Resources Defense Council, Bob Deans, and Pacific Legal Foundation attorney Jonathan Wood. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you. Okay, so the AP doing some fact-checking on this says this: nature provides the dangerous winds that have whipped the fires, and human-caused climate change over the long haul is killing and drying the shrubs and trees that provide the fuel. That's not to say California is blameless. Urban development encroaching on wildlands also is a factor. Jonathan.
Well, obviously the dry conditions are a big factor, and this recurring droughts are making it worse. But you can't ignore the effect that state and local...
It's just weird that now there are huge fires in California and rich people are getting their houses burned down, that they ignore the fact that in Seattle, like, literally we were breathing in Beijing air.
Right.
Yeah, because it has less of a direct impact, seemingly, to them. So that's just how people perceive it, you know? Like,
take a look. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. No. I thought you were at the end of it.
No, I pretty much was. Go ahead.
I feel I hear someone breathing like they're on a respirator right now.
Yeah, I hear that too for some reason.
I don't know why.
And maybe my mic's picking up extra shit tonight.
Forests are federally owned. They haven't been managed well for decades, and the fires are getting worse. In the late 80s and early 90s, an average of 2.9 million acres in the U.S. burned. In the 90s and 2000s, that doubled to over 6 million acres, and in 2015, we set a record with 10 million acres. The problem is getting worse, and solving it's going to require more active management, more people working together. I think one of the things that stood out in Trump's comments when he visited the fires was he emphasized that we have to reach out, and that environmentalists have...
True story.
Hillary started the fire. It was always burning since the New Democrats were churning.
To work with regulators, with forest managers, and with the federal government, that if this is about a fight and about assigning blame, we're not going to have fewer fires next year. We're just going to have more fights.
Okay, Wall Street Journal, the editorial board, wrote a piece called California's Paradise Lost, and in talking about what the overall U.S. Forest Service mission is and that it's been hampered, they said this: once upon a time, the U.S. Forest Service mission was to actively manage the federal government's...
I don't think
I've seen photoshops like that, honestly.
I don't think Nintendo is breaking down my door for these intellectual properties, but maybe someday when there's a nostalgic fan base that's willing to buy that shit, I'll be selling all the Jim Ass and Dynor and all that shit. Sooner than later.
Numerous laws over the last 50 years, including the Endangered Species Act and National Environmental Policy.
Is there a reason why you keep inviting the school shooter to the stream? JK Animancer, don't ban me from Discord. Keep begging for money, Bennett.
Yeah, he does look
more money if you weren't getting
I'll tell you what.
by the Edgelord Mafia.
When Thomas Jefferson went into the shed in the backyard with his mistresses, Animancer, it looked like the baby that was born when that shit like transpired.
Wow.
Animancer looks like
what do I even say to
that
that?
came out of Michael Jackson's asshole.
Just the fact that you're not like, that's racist, makes it okay to
tree clearing,
say.
controlled burns, and timber sales on federal land. And Bob, even the state has said those things need to be happening. California has been saying that.
Well, certainly, Shannon, it's not common sense environmental safeguards that are causing these fires. It's not common sense environmental safeguards that have killed 130 million trees in California. It's heat and drought, like Jonathan said, and these bark beetles, all of which is made worse by climate change. But of course,
it's the Mexicans
we need to manage.
Are they setting fires to everything?
Yes.
Yes.
Got to put them to work with the rakes.
Is this just like someone tried to cook huevos rancheros and it started a fire?
Dude, you know there's someone out there who believes that this is like a legit conspiracy
No
theory,
one wanted to agree to that.
How and what do we mean by
I'm
managing?
saying that you're able to play as your Mii's in Smash Brothers, so make a bunch of Mii's based on DP characters.
I'll probably do that. That sounds like something I'd do.
Yes, please.
Sounds like something I do. Sounds like something I'll do.
First, listening to the...
I like how you're making fun of him.
Manny? Am I Manny or something?
Am I Manny?
So, let's say you're stranded on an island, Animancer. Yeah. There's you, and there's Dorn Keene, and then there's also Maid Marian, the cartoon fox from the Robin Hood animated Disney movie. Which one would you fuck? And which one would you eat?
Is that even a question? Okay, so, all right. So one clearly has more sustenance, and that's Dorn. And then there's the one that I want to fuck more, which is the fox chick. So it's a clear answer.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Scientists, the professional
firefighters. That's a good answer, man.
The human body can't be sustained on fat and abuse. You need to eat the fox.
I don't know. I've been doing it for years, man.
Oh my God, you're so bad.
Tells a story. We need to use that knowledge wisely. Number 2, putting the health of our forests first. And number 3, taking real action to fight the dangerous climate change that is making these fires worse.
Okay. Also from the piece in the Wall Street Journal.
This is true. I mean, and you know what? I honestly don't think even if we got the entire world right now to agree, I don't think we could reverse the change in the climate that's going to happen. And literally the entire world, the entire West Coast burns at different parts of the year throughout the year. Like, I was breathing in smoke all summer here.
It's a normal thing now.
I had to buy window fans that blow smoke out.
Yeah, the Oregon fires down here were, I mean, like the skies were dark for weeks.
That sucks.
Well, they said this. California's own legislative analyst office recommended that California prune its regulations
Yeah, and when I lived in Ohio, I never imagined what this is like, because out east, everything is so moist. Like, you couldn't have a big fire. Like, even down south, where you live, Pimp, like, you couldn't have a big wildfire. It rains too much. It's too humid.
Too humid. Too humid.
The West Coast is so dry in comparison that
it's crazy.
Y'all got a dry heat out there.
It's a big tinderbox, basically.
See, out there in that area is all dry. Down here, it's a wet heat, which is stickier and nastier.
Yeah, compare like the Mississippi heat, like southern on the Gulf Mississippi heat, to Arizona, like Phoenix or Tucson heat.
Completely different.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, Arizona, there's no, California, Arizona, there's not a lot of rain.
Depends on where you are in Cali. Like, if you're on the coastline, you'll get way more rain.
Oh, well, yeah, but it's just, I don't know, it's just way different. Like, the humidity down here is so thick. Like, when you walk outside, you can actually feel it. You can actually feel the air.
Even in Ohio, because Ohio is near the Great Lakes, they get a very humid, hot, muggy summer and a very frigid, cold, icy winter because of it.
I'm having issues with Skype tonight, man. It keeps freezing on me.
Really?
Do you have the newest version installed?
I don't know. Probably not. I can hear everything. I just can't. Everything's frozen for me.
Yeah, if you need to update or anything, like if you need to leave, it doesn't disrupt anything now.
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
fine.
like everyone is treated like their own call now. So
that's cool. I'll figure it out.
And ease permitting for burning biomass, because they talked about the fact that people who even have dead wood and things they need to get rid of, there's such a huge regulatory process to even be able to do those burns. They say environmentalists oppose this, but one irony is that destruction from fires imperils species far more than does regulated tree clearing. Bob.
Well, that's why it's so important that we take a look at these things locally, look at the specific forest system, look at the climate in that region, because it varies region to region. But what we cannot do, we cannot afford to do, Shannon.
So the weirdest thing about the Seattle area was it was always the moist climate out of all of Washington. But now, like, the dryness, it captures the Seattle area now during the summertime when most of the state is desert. We were kind of protected by mountains and the ocean air. but now it gets so dry during the summertime that we have crazy fires everywhere. In Seattle, no, totally clear skies, all smoke, Beijing-style air conditions here.
Is to use these wildfires as a cover
it's fucking crazy,
for unsustainable practices that put our forest resources at risk, actually make these wildfires worse. The stakes are just too high for that.
All right, Jonathan, so how do we
There's
find
no
some
going
common ground?
back.
Is there a...
We have
the cockatiel wants to ask Animancer if Swag ever stopped fapping to Madison.
So Swag likes Maddie?
No. Dusty the Cockatiel's owner seems convinced that he does, but I don't know if that's necessarily
Is he too
case.
gay to like a beautiful woman? Is that what's up?
No, he's not gay. I'm pretty...
I like how my next question just comes in like, boom.
Yeah.
Homophobia.
How about this one?
Common ground to be found when it comes to issues of clearing things away, being able to burn off dead wood, taking steps that even the state agrees are things that it would like to see happen. And it's a pretty environmentally conscious state.
I think absolutely.
Madison looks like a female Onision. I don't see that.
No! Never say that to her, first of all, but no, I don't see the resemblance.
She's a really nice girl. She's nice.
She
and
is.
She's actually like... It's weird that she was Onision's friend because I'm like I exposed Maddie to things and she's like, oh, and I'm like, whoa. How are you Onision's friend?
The fact that the state has been
He's
more
a little
interested in
bastard,
engaging
is
in
what he
clearing
is.
its own
Billy's a really
forest
nice guy,
is a sign
too,
that
and he's
that's
Onision's.
an opportunity. And I think it takes more free market solutions, more ideas from the environmentalists. The main challenge right now is that the source of the fire threat comes from the undergrowth, the brush, the younger trees. They're also not commercially profitable. So it's hard to get timber harvesters to solve that problem without cutting the larger trees that concern environmentalists when they're cut down. So I think the challenge is, how do we deal with the problem, remove that undergrowth in a profitable way while protecting environmental values that you and I care about, that California cares about, and I'm sure Shannon, you care about. That's an economic problem. It's an environmental problem.
Dropped
it's a
off.
problem.
Dude, I love this new system. It's so perfect. Dude dropped off. Everyone else is cool. We're all cool. Wow.
Huge change. It's a
Dude,
huge
Discord
change,
can't do this right now. This is...
Exactly. We're not all working together. We're not going to solve it.
Well, I know one of the things the Trump administration is doing, saying that they're going to expedite the sale of timber on federal lands that will lead to more clearing. So we'll see if that's something that does help long term. This is not a problem that surfaced overnight, and I know.
Oh man, is that title supposed to be a pun? They're saying political firestorm. Oh yeah, people lost their lives and houses. Let's make a joke about that.
Trump's pattern of insulting military leaders.
President Trump says no other president is more with the military than he is, but he's made it an unusual habit.
He always says shit like that.
No one's less racist than me. Yeah, he always does this shit.
In chief,
he's such like broad statements
with and being insensitive to members of the.
It'd be like for like 9 months this year, I was like, Pimpmunk's a piece of shit. And then all of a sudden, the last 3 months, I'm like, no one likes Pimpmunk more than me. No one's more pro Pimpmunk than me.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Pimpmunk is a piece of shit, by the way.
It's not like all the shit Trump said about John McCain.
Who spent more than
and
5
how he
years
got
in
locked up
captivity
makes
during
him
the
like
Vietnam War.
A bad soldier.
I like people that weren't captured, okay?
Trump's all full of that shit. He never offers respect to people in the
Dude,
military.
I want to fuck this reporter, though.
Yeah, she's not bad. But, dude, seriously, a president that devalues a soldier because they got captured, a president...
Seriously.
I mean, he might as well devalue every dead soldier, too, while he's at it. They're even less than they got captured, right? They died. I like people who didn't die. Like, fuck you, you ungrateful piece of shit. You should have been... He should have been paratrooping into Saigon.
For his spurs.
Yeah.
He attacked Kaiser Khan, the Gold Star father who spoke at the Democratic convention.
Who wrote that? Did Hillary's script writers write it?
And now he's
Who did my hair? Did Hillary's
was it fake news?
Yeah.
Retired Admiral Bill McRaven, a former Navy SEAL who oversaw the mission that took out Osama bin Laden.
Bill McRaven, retired admiral, Navy SEAL, 37 years, former head of U.S. Special Operations.
Hillary Clinton fan.
A backer.
Anything I don't like is Hillary.
He realizes fan isn't a good word, so he creates a word in his mind. And you can see the look on his face when he takes Hillary Clinton fan to Hillary Clinton backer. And you'll see it. Yep. You'll see.
When is it going to stop?
Hold on, wait.
Wait. Hillary's no more running against you.
Wait till you see the psychology on his face change when he says backer. They're backers.
Excuse me, Hillary Clinton fan.
Who led the operations, commanded the operations that took down Saddam Hussein and that killed Osama bin Laden, says that your sentiment is the greatest threat to democracy in his lifetime.
He's a Hillary Clinton backer.
He tries to remember what he read in the thesaurus.
Backer.
Yeah.
Not fan. Backer.
And an Obama backer.
Backer.
I like tobacco.
Tobacco.
And frankly,
he was a Navy SEAL.
Wouldn't it have been nice if we got Osama bin Laden a lot sooner?
Oh, whoa. You know, if this faggot wasn't, heading this operation, we could have had Osama much sooner. Come on.
I like Navy SEALs who get Osama sooner.
If they would have elected me head of the Navy SEAls, I would have marched into that compound and blew Osama's head off.
He would have done it himself, right?
Yeah.
No guns.
Yeah.
Not a Clinton or Obama backer, but those are his words, which are hugely important when you have the ultimate say in what the U.S. military does. But let's also look at his actions. On a trip to France during the 100th anniversary of World War I, President Trump skipped a visit to a cemetery where thousands of American war dead are at rest because it was raining.
They had zero visibility.
Other world leaders attended ceremonies. They just drove instead of flying. And once back in Washington on Veterans Day, the president decided not to go the short distance.
I want to point out the shitty ass financial shit. Like, we're looking at Trump as this major crisis. Dude, look in the lower right corner. The S&P down 47
Arlington
points.
National Cemetery.
Let's go to the next one.
I should have done that.
Let's go to the next one when it changes.
I was extremely busy on calls for the country. We did a lot of calls.
Oh my God, shut up.
Because of calls. President Trump has not visited troops in a war zone. He suggested ballots cast by active duty members of the
Dow. The Dow. 457 points. Guys,
yeah.
Do you realize, like, if you have a retirement savings, this is what hits it. This is what, like, takes away from it. The Dow. Dow Jones.
I don't know if you guys ended up
tiny little
covering it on DP, but I did give you guys a story about all the shit that's been going on with Wall Street lately and how it's not been good. So,
that tiny little black box is literally watching the future get crushed.
Right? Yeah,
but,
you look at it.
Instead, we're looking at this frog-looking motherfucker.
The newest Trump thing.
Yeah, they should. See, this is the difference. CNN should be talking about this shit. This is the shit Trump had been talking about for the last 2 years, how he made the Dow climb. Now it's crashing. It's lower than it's been before he was president.
Obama, clearly. If it's going down like this, it just proves that pretty much all the progress was done under Obama when it comes to Wall Street and all that shit, which is not telling for the future of this country because shit.
Military should not
be
counted.
The Democrats don't even have a platform, but I still don't like what they're going on right now, and it
Florida,
clearly didn't win us much in the midterm. Some shit, but not much. So.
Because some arrived perfectly legally, I should add, after Election Day. These are service members voting from war zones.
NASDAQ
some of them.
Down 200.
And right now, thousands of American servicemen and women are on the border, where by law they cannot actually help detain undocumented immigrants missing Thanksgiving with their families.
Oh, I'll tell you what. This is fucked up because they've been given like the most fucked up order to like use force.
Really? Shit.
Yeah, let me find this story.
Happy American
All right.
Thanksgiving to Ben and Shadow Man. will be missing the show cause of work sadly.
It's
Am I
okay,
Shadow
Spirit.
Man? I guess I'm Shadow Man.
I don't know.
Well, Skeptalklive isn't Shadow Man. He's not in the shadows.
No, yeah, not really.
Let me play this lettuce thing because it's true. Literally, I had a whole bag of lettuce and I threw it away and everything it touched. I threw away the bag and all the vegetables that I had bought around it.
Big news, throw it all away. That is the message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. If you have any romaine lettuce in your home or business, the CDC is linking that lettuce to a multi-state E. coli outbreak. Joining us trying to talk more about that is Dr. Mikhail Varshavsky, a.k.a. Dr. Mike. And Dr. Mike, it's great to see you.
Great to see you.
Talking about this, and it's worrisome
it's an important story.
The CDC say get rid of all romaine lettuce.
Yeah, especially Thanksgiving is upon us. We're going to be gathering together soon with the families. We're going to be eating. Get rid of all of the romaine lettuce, whether it's chopped, whole heads, it doesn't matter. Get rid of it because we don't know the exact source yet. The way we go about this.
Old people, but I mean,
okay.
yeah.
I thought you said mold people.
Process.
But no, my grandparents used to force salad on everybody at Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I go to Pizza Hut. Dude, the Pizza Hut buffet. All right?
Yeah.
My parents would be like, you have to finish one plate of salad before you can go to the Pizza Hut buffet and have anything that's up there on the buffet. So I
used to just stand at the Pizza Hut buffet and just eat pizza at the fucking buffet. The buffet.
Are you trying to make me feel like more privileged than you, Pimpmunk? Damn it.
Dude, you're fucked up. More privileged than you, Pimpmunk? God damn it.
Yeah.
And I said that all while putting a bong to my mouth at the same time.
You did. I'm sorry I keep cutting out, but I'm having issues tonight.
It's fine. It's fine. Like,
Drink more
It's easy if you jump in and out now.
Dude, do a double kratom.
Skeptalk, sing a song for Dusty the Cockatiel.
I don't actually have any kratom.
Sing a song for Dusty. Make it up.
All right. All right.
Don't worry.
Dusty the Cockatiel, you are a pretty bird. Dusty the Cockatiel, I don't have very many words.
Dusty, Dusty, I want to fuck
still better than G-Man's raps.
I want to fuck that little pretty bird up its feathers. In a bad snowy weather, I want to fuck that bird with his feathers.
Wow, we got that one for free. Damn.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, Ben's really, really high. But I don't have any kratom, but, Ben, that ain't no motherfucking maraca.
You got them Percocets.
We find people who have E. coli outbreaks in multiple states. Then we ask them questions. What have you been eating? And so far, that common denominator has been romaine lettuce. The E. coli, the type of bacteria.
Yeah, at first they were saying it was turkey. They were saying, like, people are dying of turkey E. coli poisoning. And now they're saying it's lettuce. So...
I'm glad it
So here's the worst thing. E. coli comes from fecal matter. What the fuck happened to the lettuce?
Why
what the fuck happened to turkey? Like,
right? Oh yeah.
No, dude. They were in such a hurry to prove this wasn't turkey, and I'm questioning it. I bought a turkey like 3 days ago, and I'm gonna actually I'm gonna bake it in 2 days. I'm gonna bake my own turkey 2 days from now.
Can I give you a little secret, Ben? Bake it upside down.
I do that every time.
Yeah, dude, it makes it more juicy. Yeah, dude.
I got a little like I got a almost like chicken sized turkey, a little bit bigger. Like
you got like a baby turkey.
Yeah. So, and I based it like I got dude. I've cooked. Even Billy will tell you, like, as a keto guy, dude, I am the best cook fucking ever.
I would say my mom would fucking end you in the kitchen.
Oh, shit. Damn.
I'll take your mom on.
You ever used one?
Dude, my mom's like the greatest fucking cook ever in the history of any cook ever.
You're biased.
She's better than
obviously you're biased. Obviously you're biased. Dude,
goddamn.
Honestly,
I surprised my own. Hold on. I surprised my own mother this past summer, and not only was I cooking for her, which she never believed I ever would, but I was also walking after having multiple surgeries. And yeah, like, dude, I used to cook the other guys from DP back in the day all kinds of shit. You have no idea.
You have no idea.
Dude. All right, who could make a better tamale then?
Huh?
Who could make a better tamale?
My mom.
No! Dude,
to be
your
fair,
mom
though,
is not.
I'm sure Pimpmonk's mom knows all that good Southern cooking and all that shit. So that's a huge.
His mom isn't
point.
tamale though.
Well, Mississippi is known for their tamales, bro.
No, no, no.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
You're garbage. Hold on.
Dude, have you ever been to Jackson, Mississippi?
I love you, buddy, but I'm going to move on to the next shit.
Just a day after President Trump said the U.S. would back Saudi Arabia despite the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, the president is now thanking that country, Saudi Arabia, for the declining price of oil, saying, of course, in a tweet, oil prices getting lower. That's great, like a big tax cut for America and the world. Enjoy. $54 was just $82. Thank you to Saudi Arabia, but let's go lower. So is President...
What? What is this? Why is the president of the United States negotiating these kind of things?
Why is this being done via tweet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump kind of overselling our business.
Holy shit. Who is that in the upper right-hand corner? What? What is going on here? Like,
who the fuck are these panelists?
Look at her.
What the fuck?
She's like, oh my God, I'm like totally gonna like snuggle with you right now.
This relationship with the Saudis and the impact it could have on oil in our economy.
Well, David, I think we have to parse out here.
I like how they go to her first.
Crown Prince,
Bulls and bears?
is
that sounds like something sexual to me.
Behind this, they haven't fully said this. And our relationship with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We've had this relationship with the kingdom since FDR. Since the president met the first king of Saudi Arabia. It's been a long-time relationship. We've had major dips in the relationship.
Yeah, no more relationship with them. They murder people. Yeah, we're done. Does that sound right?
That'd be nice. Yeah.
We had the oil crisis.
The fact that, even just being slightly
how about stop taking their blood money? Like,
right?
How about we stop taking their blood money?
We had after 9/11, whenever many.
Like, literally, one of their own came here and became a journalist, and then they murdered him when he came back, and we're just supposed to, like, ignore that?
Right, he's an American citizen. Like, he became a citizen.
Yeah.
In the whole way that everybody who's against immigration...
And we're just supposed to be like, oh, no, it was just a few fucking knuckleheads at a consulate. It wasn't like the future king of Saudi Arabia that ordered that at all, right? Right?
No, why would he do
the
that?
Hijackers from some Saudis. So we've had to.
But no, we give zero faith to like Iran. We give zero faith to like any of these other Muslim nations. We give it to Saudi Arabia because they're the wealthy one. It's so fucking sad and pathetic. Oh
yeah, but they're giving us a great deal, though.
What?
They're giving us a great deal. It's a great deal.
Did you see the one tweet that he put that was almost like his excuse, where he was like, Saudi Arabia is going to be making us these $1 billion or whatever. If we back out on it, Russia and China will benefit.
It's disgusting.
Like, that was the...
It's like emotional manipulation, basically. Like, oh, well, if you don't want us to continue with these shady connections, then Russia and China are just going to take over. It's fear-mongering, basically.
Right?
Yeah, it's literally disgusting. A man was like butchered, like we wouldn't even think of today's standards. We'd be like, this doesn't happen today. And it was a man who was a U.S. Foreign national who had the same rights here that even a citizen would have. He was back in his own part of the world. He was fucking brutally murdered and dismembered. And now the people who ordered this shit are literally letting the people who executed their orders take the fall for them when they were the ones who had everything to do with this. This wasn't, this was like real shit. This is the most disgusting thing that we can imagine.
This was a paid assassination.
Yes, this is, don't be fooled. This is what they wanted. And they're trying to separate themselves from it. It's disgusting.
Yeah,
I don't know how else to say it. Like, I feel totally speechless even talking about it.
It's sad because, you know, we've had these connections for so long too, and it's not going to end anytime soon. Even with someone like Trump, who claims to go against, like, you know, what the traditional standards of a president have been.
Well, look at him.
Like, that's what he just continues all this fucking shady bullshit. It's like, how am I supposed to feel?
He pretended to be a populist president, and he got elected from a populist vote, but he's just one. I mean, he was already corporate, right?
Mm-hmm.
He started out that way. That's the thing, and people thought that he was going to be an escape from it. He's like he's like the quintessential businessman that everyone used to think of. So why would, besides maybe like Hugh Hefner or something like that? No, seriously.
Hugh Hefner's too like drowning in pussy to worry about that, right?
Multiple points in a relationship with them. But the question is why does the president want to define the entire Saudi relationship by just this crown prince?
I can't hear
the one thing that we will.
You can't? Can everyone else hear it?
Yeah, I haven't had any problems tonight. I wonder why Pimp's having the issues.
Pimp, are you still on Mac?
No, he's not.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. You guys talk really quick. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Here. Yeah.
All right. So I don't think that we can hear Pimpmunk.
I heard Pimp when he came in and said he couldn't hear anything.
Oh, then maybe it's just me that can't hear Pimpmunk for some reason. That's weird.
Oh no, I mean I can't hear him right now if he's talking. It's
okay.
It's just you and I.
Man, damn, we're roughing it. We're roughing it.
Taking it over.
Yeah. So how things been? I know that you did. If you want, you should talk about that show you did recently with Jeff and Smash and all that shit.
Dude, it's gonna be monthly now. So once a month, I've worked out a deal with the local rage room, the destruction room near my house that I get to live stream for 2 hours for a decent price in there, and we're just gonna break shit and talk about news. And we brought Jeff Holiday last time. And he looked like he was having an absolute blast, just smashing shit. Then I made him talk about kids getting high on sanitary napkins. Yeah, there's the news story that's flying around right now about kids in the Jakarta Post was the one that put it up there. It was kids in, let me search for the words, high on sanitary napkins.
Yeah, I'd like to take a look at that.
Yeah. It was in Indonesia, right? So in Indonesia,
of course.
Kids are boiling sanitary napkins, and it specifically mentions stuff about like that they scavenge them up, right? So gross, right? Like they're used sanitary napkins.
Just sending some
but they
love
contain
your way.
chlorine.
Ben, are you gonna be at Billy's show on Friday?
we'll make sure to relay
We'll make
that
sure to let
him
them know that your super chat came. Yeah. But
so what I did was I like printed out a bunch of news and we put them in a bunch of like jars and stuff that we were smashing. And if you smashed something and it had a piece of news in it, you had to read it to the stream. And of course, Jeff pulls like the most fucked up one I found.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he had to be on my stream talking about boiled sanitary napkins.
Yeah, he talked about that on the episode of The Saints he did after that. So he clearly seemed like he enjoyed it. So yeah, I mean, hell, if I'm ever up around where you are one of these months, I'll definitely smash some fucking shit with you.
Hell yeah, I'll make sure it happens.
Well, 1 second, I'll let him know that. Hey, there was a super no Streamlabs. Fuck, is he still not there? Can he not hear us?
No, I'm here.
Are we rough? Okay, yeah, there was a Streamlabs while you were gone. If you want to read, it was for you. They were asking you something.
Oh my God, my pee went on forever. Just sending love your way. Ben, are you gonna be at Billy's show on Friday? I think so. We'll see. Black Friday, fuck. I don't even usually want to leave the house that day, but maybe for you, Jables, because you helped me out with the PAX ticks and everything.
Let me see. I thought Pimpmunk isn't. Pimpmunk, we can't hear him.
Well, I can tell he's offline right now because he's frozen.
Oh, he is? Okay, I thought he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he comes back, he'll be like right back up. That's the beauty of the system. Like if you guys drop, he'll just be frozen until you come back. So
I was trying to see if there was like a message from him or something, but no. So we'll just continue on. Maybe he'll come back.
He's using his magic trick to bring in a bunch of viewers by falling asleep on stream.
Oh yeah, Pimpmunk's doing another sleep stream.
Oh my God. Dude, you're so bad. I love that. Dude, that is great. I love that. Dude, I love the memes that came out from him like
Yeah.
Fly Monk and all the
I want
to
give the videos of him on the escalator because that is fucking priceless. I love the guy. He's so great.
Someone sent in another donation.
Yeah, 136. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that guy on Milwaukee Atheist is going to come on for a little bit of the 500 show because he has like this big theory about Egghead plan.
Dude, I have all kinds of shit planned for 500, and this new system is going to make it so easy for people to leave and come in.
Yeah.
Like, if any of you leave, I can just make the box black and then bring in anyone new who comes into the call in any of these boxes.
Sweet. Yeah, that's going to be helpful because we're probably there's going to be some guests rotating in and out for that episode. Just like Pimp said he'd come on that for sure, and there's some other people. So.
Yeah, like I can do this. Yeah. I can like take dude and make him up there.
Holy shit, there's two of them.
Yeah, whatever.
The world just became a much better place. Holy shit.
There we go. See?
All right.
Like that.
Yeah. Until Pimpy comes back, if he does.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's called. There
it only took a couple seconds too. Normally it takes like a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
In the Senate, where you have
to drag shit around and clip it.
Yeah. Usually I have to like make everything the same size.
Biggest foes on the Republican side, Rand Paul, Lindsey Graham, and others teaming up to actually try and hold MBS accountable through sanctions, which the Congress can pass.
Well, the thing is with Saudi Arabia, in terms of it's not commercial, it's really strategic.
Right.
They're.
She's so red. Even her pen in her hand is so red.
With us against Iran. We don't want Iran dominating the Middle East.
I wonder if they do that type of shit on purpose, you know?
I don't know.
Iran kills
I wonder if it's like psychological.
You know, they finally stopped like banning non-blonde chicks. So like now in Fox they have like, oh my god, these ethnic chicks are like taking over.
Sadly,
we don't even have like the Stepford wives anymore, right?
Do.
So the president is overplaying the business side of our
He's overplaying the business side. He's doing it in not in the most sophisticated manner, but the underlying policy we need to be with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, because you know there's some old perverts who are like, I can't look at this. Where's my husband?
I can't handle them like white, blonde, fake titty bitches.
Go after particular individuals. If you can prove it, you go after them. I think they're going to put a lot of them under the sword before long.
Is he back?
Seems like it. Say something, pimp. Use your words. All I can hear is Pimpmunk breathing.
Oh shit! What?
Oh shit! It's me. Oh, he left.
He's gone again.
Pimpmunk left.
No, I heard him breathing. What the fuck?
Saudi Arabia.
It's like a game of musical chairs tonight.
Oh,
I guess he couldn't hear us.
I don't know.
Mess with Western journalists, and so taboo has come out of this. It's not just a senseless killing, but I think a good thing will emerge for other journalists.
We do have another video of the president that I'd like to get to, but one quick thing though too on that, we do
Talking
need
about
the
the president on the news for real. I would never expect that. Holy shit!
I'm back.
She looks like. She looks like one of the bridesmaids at like a I don't want to say it.
Oh man, your perspective sure is altered tonight. Jesus.
She looks like one of the bridesmaids at a Persian.
Romani wedding?
No, I was going to say Persian.
I've seen Ben inhale from not just one but two different separate glass breathing tubes in one show tonight. So.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh, dude, Pimpmunk is back. Dude, you see how easily he came back, too.
It wasn't easy, man. I'm having all kinds of shit issues tonight.
Or the Iranians, but if we aren't serious about Syria, if we just hand Syria,
dude, she is Iranian. Dude, she just was talking like like she is Iranian.
and Iraq over to the Iranians, then our whole plan to counter the Iranians has gone nowhere. We need the Saudis. We also need to be serious in Iraq.
Well, we must
Syria.
not make the mistake we made in the 1970s, thinking we could use Iran as a proxy.
Right.
Oh my God, this old ass man who's like, let me tell you what Saudi is.
Syria, where there's an equivalent of a 30 years war going on.
Yeah. There's always this guy.
Oh, we have a history in the Middle East, though, of...
we do. No, it's true, but it's just like, it's not anything that's not been repeated 100 times.
Dude, we have a history of arming our... the enemies of our enemies. And then
later they can become our... Yep.
Yeah, I mean, in Afghanistan... We hated the fucking Soviet Union so much that in Afghanistan was a war that the Soviet Union fought throughout most of like the 20th century.
Not to mention that the Americans installed fascist regimes in South America as well around that time.
Yeah, and Al-Qaeda and the Taliban and everything. Like,
all that shit that we're paying for
we
right
gave
now.
weapons to
Al-Qaeda.
We gave weapons to the people who fought the Russians for 2 decades. And then after that, we...
They used their weapons against us.
Right. They used our weapons against us when we fought them, when they gained power. It's so fucked up.
Done what the military recommended years ago and have a safe area like we did with the Kurds in Iraq.
Here,
a lot of problems.
I totally agree. Let's actually get to the sound of the president quickly.
All I do is focus on this country and
Always
making great deals
noise
for this
in the
country.
background.
I don't focus on making
Oh my God.
I'm not standing in front of a helicopter. No, I'm not.
Great deals for myself because I don't care anymore. So
Trump, can you at least come to this building over here to do the interview? No, I'll do it right out here. I don't have time for this. My schedule is huge.
What does have to do with me is putting America first. I'm not going to destroy the world economy, and I'm not going to destroy the economy for our country by being foolish with Saudi Arabia.
He's 100%. The president is 100% right. First of all, the fact that he sold condos or didn't to rich people who happen to come. Rich people come from Saudi Arabia. It doesn't mean you're crooked or you're involved with that is just an absurd thing. Also, this tweet that we just looked at, the president is basically trolling them a little.
I can't respect a guy with this kind of haircut.
Yeah, look at him.
It's important to remember why.
Yeah, I would have made like thousands of dollars when in the 1980s. I had my yuppie 1980s haircut.
Down so sharply before the election, coincidentally. The president said there was Iran sanctions coming, and he got Russia and Saudi Arabia to pump up more oil.
Glasses.
And then the sanctions were sanctions light. So there was a glut of oil. That broke the back of a lot of leveraged hedge funds that were playing in the oil markets, and the price collapsed. So the president caused billions of dollars of damage to this country. Is it for punishment for this thing they did? Sure, but it's important to still have a business relationship. Steve Forbes just mentioned the 70s. The world changed when we only had friends basically with Israel when Iran went. And you can't not have another friend in that area because look what happened to the oil markets. It caused major economic problems here. Now, it's not as sensitive now that we've since the 70s developed a domestic oil industry that we did not have there because we knew we had a how to it. But there are other reasons with other countries.
Look at that. Oh my God, look at the crude oil. Look at that dip. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So is America great again yet, guys, or what?
This goes the high was October 3rd and now a new low November 20th. I don't know what span this entire graph covers, but damn. That's a very low hit right there.
The Iraq problem.
Why are we still paying so much if this is the crude oil price? Why are we paying so much to fill up a gas tank?
It's not a good move.
Because none of that goes down to us.
It's speculation. That's the difference. Like what you pay at the pump when you fill up your car, that's based on someone speculating what they think the oil prices will be. And this is the real market value of crude oil. Look at it go down.
But probably document that because they were counterbalanced to Iran. We don't have that. The Saudis is the next best place. If you want a trip to Middle East on a game show, there's only two places you probably would go and not be worried, and that's Israel and Saudi Arabia for pure safety points.
Not anymore. And you know, David, you asked the question initially: will we enjoy what's going on here with lower prices of oil? I'll tell you who's not going to.
That's fine.
To enjoy what the president did with Saudi Arabia.
The
executives of those oil companies, globe-trotting executives like Steve Forbes, who travel all over the world, and the president of the United States just told them that, you know what, if something terrible happens to you, I value our business relationships and our price of oil over I do you. It reminds me of that old Roman maxim that a Roman could travel anywhere in the world and nobody
watching
would.
This guy talk is like draining my life force.
How is the audio versus the video?
It's pretty. It's fine for me. It doesn't seem to be off with. The rest
Everything's fucked with me tonight. I'm having all kinds of issues, so I don't know.
How about you, Skeptalk?
Every once in a while, the screen goes like this crazy glitch thing, but that's only for like 3 seconds, and then it comes off. But that's like every 5 minutes or so.
Is the audio on time with the video for you mostly? Would you say?
Yeah, it's never been an issue for me.
Okay.
It's okay.
Dare harm, touch a hair on their head.
I blame Animancer for any issues.
You blame me?
Because they were Romans.
Okay, that's no longer
true.
I pay top dollar for like the best internet in the area. So, and I live down the road from the Microsoft headquarters, so I better fucking have good internet.
I doubt it's anything on your end.
States, thanks to what the president did here.
Well, in terms of who doesn't want lower gasoline prices? Especially
he got all tongue tied.
Yeah, seriously.
He turned into Owl there for a second.
Hey, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. 3.
One, in that old commercial, he litters. He takes that fucking diaper and throws it straight on the fucking ground. And 2, he stole that candy from that fucking kid.
He was a bitch ass owl.
Yeah, he did. That's almost as bad as stealing candy from a baby.
Well, that's the easiest people to steal from, you motherfucker.
Especially coming into winter with the thing called heating oil.
But I want you to be able to be safe when you travel to to Saudi Arabia.
But here's the problem, Rick, with what you're saying is when we put human rights interests, and again, we deal with a lot of nasty countries, when we put them ahead of our own national interests, like we did with Iran, for example, when the Shah
These are just
ran.
a bunch of assholes right here.
Yeah, these are just a bunch of fucking old fossils and some hipsters and a woman just fucking... They aren't bulls, they aren't bears, they fucking suck. They're just blowing fucking hot air.
Do you understand what a bullish and a bearish market are, though?
Yes. I used to watch that
A
amazing
bullish
show, I can't
market
remember.
is like a stock or a property that's being bought.
I still don't like it.
That means it's bullish. That means it's rising in value.
Bears are selling.
Dude, I'll tell you what. Like, you talk about any stock, the only thing that makes it valuable is how many people are buying it versus how many people are selling it.
True that, home slice.
And it's really weird when like a weird scandalous thing happens with a person that's involved with a big stock and people sell it. The only reason it's going down in value is because people are selling it. It has nothing to do with the real reputation of anyone. If everyone was just like, don't sell your stock, don't give a shit about this person that has to do with it, everyone's stock would still be valuable.
Yeah, that's why. Remember when I forgot his name, but he smoked weed on Joe Rogan, and his company's stock went down. Elon Musk. Yeah, that's right. I don't know why I couldn't.
Hey,
think of his
everyone.
Name, Elon Musk.
I've given up on Bitcoin. 7 months ago, I sold all my Bitcoin and traded it in for XRP, and I've already made really good money off of XRP. It's a pretty amazing thing when you buy a digital currency that's less than $1 value. Like when I bought it, it was like 20 cents an XRP, and now it's like 45. It's been as high as $3. Something like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But it's a digital asset that actually has technology behind it where you can't mine it, because Bitcoin, you can mine it. You can put your processor to work on your computer to create Bitcoin out of nothing. You can literally create Bitcoin out of nothing.
Yeah.
And XRP can't be created out of nothing like that.
It's the future, man. Digital currency is the future.
Oh yeah, I agree. I think it is a big part of the future. Like there's going to be a few in particular that rise up, and then there'll always be like small startup ones that make it or don't make it. But yeah, it's going to be something interesting to see over these next few years in particular.
My dick is something to see over the next few years.
In particular.
Yes. Also, my birthday's next week. Go to my
happy birthday, Pimpmunk.
Yeah, the 28th.
Well, yeah, go to my page, Amazon wish list, buy me a fucking gift right goddamn now.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do it.
20. Hold on. What day?
The 28th is on
the 28th. Yeah.
And you're gonna be on my show that day, Ben, because we're celebrating my birthday, motherfucker.
Okay. Later that same night, you have to come on here for the Patreon private show, but I will open up donations during the Patreon private show just for you.
Oh man, that's fucking sweet, dude. That's nice.
Hell yeah! Oh, that's awesome.
That's
sweet.
Yeah, that's great, brother. Appreciate that.
Hey, you're my boy, man.
Yeah, I tell you what, that is true. People don't realize that me and Ben live so far from each other, yet we're always hanging out. It's just weird.
Yeah. It's true. Multiple times.
Josh is where he's at. Dude, that motherfucker tipped $50 for a hat, and I've never sent it. I'm so sorry. I gotta send. I gotta send that fucking hat, dude.
But all right, so we gotta meet Pimpmonk's goals on that day. Now I need to meet these goals this day. What's the next video?
Breaking news is a remarkable statement from the President of the United States about Saudi Arabia and the murder of the journalist Jamal Khashoggi. The President issuing a statement.
Didn't we already
covered
talk
the White House
about
for
this
10
story?
years. I've never seen anything like this. A remarkable.
Really? Oh, hold on. The
statement that starts with the headline.
Analyze
America
this
First.
Statement from a president.
Exclamation point. It goes on to make the case, even though our reporting is they have not had a final CIA report on the circumstances of the death sent to the President. The President defiantly goes on to make the case that no matter what that report says, he will stand by Saudi Arabia and he will resist any calls from Congress for tougher sanctions that he does not think are appropriate. More directly from the statement in just a moment. Let's go first quickly to the White House and our reporter Sarah Westwood. Sarah, this is...
Yeah, so what is that?
So now is Trump's base going to be super pro-Saudi Arabia since he said this? I guess so.
You know,
probably.
They're already pro-Russia, right?
Yeah.
Vladimir Putin is one of the worst violators of human rights. And we say Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world. Vladimir Putin is by far the richest man in the world.
Yeah.
No, by far. Vladimir Putin probably has about $20 trillion. Honestly.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yes.
I know you've said before he has big bucks. I didn't know he had that much.
Oh. He probably has about almost like a quarter of the world's wealth. It's insane.
Is so striking. A lot of exclamation points, beginning with the world is a very dangerous place. Take us inside how this came about.
That's right, John, and the president is acknowledging what we've been learning about the CIA assessment.
Hi, everyone. Put the large generator next to her if she's from CNN. And keep interviewing me in front of my airplane.
Yeah.
Well, according to Google, Putin has $200 billion.
Yeah. Okay. How do you think he has more than that, though? How about the Cayman Islands? How about Switzerland? How about Liechtenstein?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Monaco, like where... That's how much we know about. That would make him easily the richest man in the world. If that alone is true. How much money do you think we don't...
Papers.
Oh my God!
He's definitely got money we don't know. I mean,
dude,
all these rich motherfuckers
That's
got
true.
money
Dude,
we don't know.
he is the richest man in the world easily, and we have to be very vigilant about that.
I don't get
his
how...
money easily finds its way to our part of the world.
I don't see how he has all that money, but why is his country such a shithole?
Because he doesn't give a fuck.
I mean, Russia's not terrible, but
its population and landmass alone and history makes it still a huge nation that has economic effects on the entire world.
I'm just saying, like, if he has the wealth like that, like, clearly this man's going to be in charge of Russia for the rest of his life.
Oh,
clearly.
He's already, dude, even when he wasn't in charge of it, he still was. There was a guy, there was a guy named Medvedev.
He was the prime minister for that time, right?
Yeah, there was never a prime minister of the Russian Federation before Vladimir Putin became the prime minister and Medvedev became the president. Yeah, that was a new...
He's the dark overlord of Russia.
Yes.
The dark overlord.
And he won't lose it again unless there's... I guarantee you, like any election where someone else wins, they'll just be his puppet anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely a dictator. I mean, there's no
he is. That's gonna be an issue, like down
and he's got his hands. I mean, he's got his hands in everything. So he's pretty much.
He's the one who hands out the ballots that have only got his name on it 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, he's He looks evil to me.
He does. He looks like
Would
a cartoon
you fight him?
supervillain.
Would you fight him like one-on-one?
Yes.
Like
You know I would. 'Cause I'm
would
a
you
crazy son of a
win?
bitch.
Could you win though?
Yes, he would.
You think
Well,
you would?
actually, is Putin kind of a tough guy? I don't
He's
know.
ex-KGB.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm ex-badass,
Yeah.
so I don't really
Oh,
give a
shit. And Putin's older than you for sure.
but I'm in fucking horrible shape. So
Jeff
he probably wouldn't.
Bezos. What's his net worth? I tried to look it up, but it wouldn't show me. Jeff Bezos' net worth.
$260 billion.
His supposed net worth, you mean?
It says $96 billion.
Only 96, so Putin's way above him then.
Yeah, well, Putin, you can't. I mean, Jeff Bezos has to report all of his money to the U.S. government. Putin.
So that 96,000 figure, that's Bill Gates.
Oh.
Bezos has 142 billion.
Well, then, but now see, Putin has 200 billion.
Yeah, if Putin controls his own country. Like the richest people in America, they still don't like control the country.
Their own country. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that's the difference. Putin is like sitting on this crazy fortune. And someday, like that will really pose an advantage when the leader of Russia has this giant mountain of cash that they're sitting on.
I'm going to throw out a challenge to Putin to fight me.
Oh, yeah?
For all of his money?
Yeah, for all his money. Dude, I take a chance to get my ass whooped for that money. I don't give a damn.
Dude, he's old, but he might whoop you, dude.
He's in shape, dude, but I'm not. See, and I'm all like fucking boned up.
Yeah, you see this.
Up and shit.
See, they don't know to the point where this is in question. Oh, shit. Hold on, you can't see it.
But I'd bite his balls off, though. I mean, I'm a evil little bitch.
He'd bite off his nuts, damn.
Dude, I've bit a nut before.
I know, it wouldn't be the first time.
You see this shit? Like, his approximate net worth is between 70 and 200 billion.
That's a lot of cash, bro.
That's a lot of doll hairs, yeah.
Dude, there's probably even more than that. I would say that's the tip of the iceberg.
Man, we could go to the strip club with that kind of money and be just happy as hell.
Well, and I mean, like, if you look at Bezos, he part of his net worth is his 12% share in Amazon. And if Amazon fluctuates or sells or changes or does other things, that could change his net worth pretty drastically.
Yeah.
Putin doesn't have any of that issue. He's got to lose a whole country for everything to go fucked up for him.
Let me tell you something about Skeptalk here. This motherfucker is Mr. Info. He is so goddamn good. He instantly can find shit for you. So if you need something, this motherfucker is the man right here, dude.
It's part of my job.
Next video, President Donald Trump and Chief Justice John Roberts square off.
We come on the air with breaking news. Another norm busted. The President of the United States in a war of words with the Chief Justice of the United States Supreme Court.
She's the most unattractive reporter
The two men share a political party, but
she's
not much
ugly.
else. It started
she's
with
not ugly.
Robert.
I mean, compared to all the other chicks, though, she's a soft.
Rebuke today of the President in reaction to these comments from Trump about a federal judge who blocked his asylum ban.
Whoa, what the hell happened?
When people file, every case gets filed in the Ninth Circuit because they know that's not law.
I'm just about to get on the plane. Sorry, I can't answer very many questions. Hello, what do you want? Oh, no. Next one. What do you want?
His face.
Get him out of here.
Get her out of here. He chopped that woman.
He stands for. This was an Obama judge. And I'll tell you what, it's not going to happen like this anymore.
Chief Justice Roberts writing in a statement, quote, "We do not have Obama judges or Trump judges, Bush judges or Clinton judges. What we have is an extraordinary group of dedicated judges doing their level."
This is the guy that George Bush appointed that actually understands who is more conservative but actually understands what it means to be a Supreme Court justice.
Sure.
Yeah, he's one of the reasons why we've still maintained how we are.
Best to equal right to those appearing before them. That independent judiciary is something we should all be thankful for. And noting just how rare the rebuke was, the AP reports, quote, "It's the first time the Republican-appointed leader of the federal judiciary has offered even a hint of criticism of Trump, who has previously blasted federal judges
I can't give
who ruled
anything
against."
or watch the stream on the 28th, but I just want to say happy early birthday, Pimp.
Oh, Pimpmunk. Happy early birthday.
Against him.
You could have used that $5 to sign up on Patreon and definitely see that private show.
Yeah, I do know somebody just sent me like $20. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
The president responding on Twitter, part 1, we're eagerly awaiting part 2 from those 3 dots at the bottom. Sorry, Chief Justice John Roberts, but you do indeed have Obama.
Sure.
Yeah.
I know this ain't really got nothing to do with this, but did you hear about what Trump said about ID and buying cereal and shit?
No.
He said that voters should have to have ID because you have to have ID in grocery stores to buy cereal.
Oh yeah.
He said that.
That's going to be one of those classic
so
Trump
out
lines.
of touch. He believes you have to have ID to buy fucking Cheerios. It's
Cheerios.
Could you imagine? Man, you buying them Frosted Flakes, bro. I got to see that ID.
Yeah, be careful with those Frosted Flakes, Pimpmunk. Come on. Jesus.
And I mean, I'm not even exaggerating. This motherfucker actually said that.
Happy Thanksgiving, all. No good reason to stream. What's up, dude?
Yeah, no good reason. I like him. He's a good dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, Ben, you're going to be able to at least probably wish a happy Thanksgiving to your East Coast audience tonight, because it'll probably switch over by that time.
You know, I'll keep working until I reach these goals tonight, because it's really important that I reach them. So...
Hell yeah. Yeah.
How long have we even... Where's Teddy Rubskin at? Yeah.
Teddy Rubskin? Let me take a look. Maybe he's online.
Yeah, you know, this is the most versatile live YouTube stream out there. Like, literally, we can bring anyone on video-wise. Yes.
It's true.
We've embraced the most cutting-edge technology at the time.
This is the future.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it really is impressive that it's all come together pretty nicely.
Yeah, everything. Because I feel like you guys aren't on this big lag anymore, which is weird.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Teddy's not online right now. Shit.
The volume of the conversation has gotten better. The quality of the call is better, so I mean it makes a easier conversation between everybody on the show.
Yeah, your beard
looks
looks
a better show too.
Your beard looks magnificent on this.
How nice. but yeah, Teddy ain't online. I'll keep an eye out for
You're
him.
still talking about Teddy. What's wrong with you?
He asked. Ben asked.
White House authorizes use of force for troops at the border.
The White House reportedly will allow troops at the U.S. southern border to use lethal force if necessary. This comes as the Pentagon estimated Tuesday that those deployed to the border will cost a total of $72 million. There are currently 5,900 active duty soldiers stationed there. They're poised to block a caravan of migrants headed for the U.S. Well, after more than a month of traveling from Central America, the caravan has come to a halt in Tijuana, Mexico. On Tuesday, the president defended the deployment.
As far as the troops, they are proud to be on the border. They are proud to be defending our nation. And we're not letting people in. Our soldiers are doing an incredible job. And if you look at the walls that they're building, and if you look at all the barricades that they're putting up,
none of them get caught, right?
They've done a great job.
Doing a great job.
CBS News national security correspondent David Martin joins me now from the Pentagon. So, David, we understand that the military has been given the authority to use force at the border. What more do we know?
Well, a couple hours ago, Pentagon reporters spoke with Defense Secretary Mattis about this subject. He confirmed that he had received last night a letter from White House Chief of Staff John Kelly giving him new authorities to use in backing up the Border Patrol agents at the southern border. However, he made it absolutely clear that he has no intention of giving U.S. troops on the border any kind of authority to open fire on immigrants. For one thing, he said he has...
This guy looked like, to me, if someone just showed this to me, and they're like, what does this guy look like to you? I'd be like, this dude looks so high.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Look at him.
Until now. Oh
He
my
looks
God!
like
all
he
right.
get punched. He's like, where the fuck am I, man? Holy shit! I'm in this
I can
microphone
see around
for
corners.
everyone, man.
If someone takes a screenshot of this guy with like a joint in his mouth, I'll definitely retweet that shit.
Yeah,
on
put
Twitter.
like the
Rasta hat on his head or something like that. That'd be funny.
Thug life.
Yeah.
Received no request from the Department of
There you go.
Homeland Security, which is in charge of the southern
Dude, I
border.
wanna
No
feel like
request
that right
from
now, man.
DHS for the use of lethal force.
does feel like
And he
that
said
right
he has no intention of arming military police with firearms. They will be carrying shields, face masks, and billy clubs, and that's what they will use to subdue any immigrants that attempt to commit violence against Border Patrol
Hell out
agents.
them wetbacks.
Then the question is, well, does that mean
Oh,
that
God.
the U.S. military is taking over law enforcement by stopping immigrants from interfering
That's
with
not my opinion.
border
I'm saying that's what they were going to do with fucking Billy Club.
the police? He says that the only detention
love
of immigrants that the U.S. military could get involved in
loves Mexicans more than anyone.
the sort of
They sell good oranges.
They sell good oranges?
Not so good romaine lettuce, apparently.
You can't throw that lettuce out the door, but
Yeah, toss that out. But the oranges are good.
eat the oranges, man.
Oh my God.
It's because I've got a rind, you know.
And go to the local fucking Home Depot if you need some fucking work done. They're all out there in the parking lot.
Yeah, they're so reliable, you know. You always know where to find them.
Them fuckers will work now. I'm gonna tell you.
No, that's true. That's true. That's
They're
definitely.
hard. I mean,
I'm
honestly,
mobilizing.
I find most Mexican people hard workers.
I'm mobilizing the troops. We're sending them to Home Depot. They're gonna shut down this illegal operation.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep these illegals out of here.
minutes long holding
love
of someone
America.
that's trying to commit violence before they turn him over or her over to law enforcement. So he insists that the U.S. military still has no arrest authority along the border, and he also made it very clear that he has no intention of doing anything but a very, very conservative implementation of what that letter he received from.
I just want to say that TAP has went across the news organizations tonight. We've showed Fox, CNN, NBC, CBS.
I
We're
like that.
motherfuckers, man. Yes, hell yes, I like it too.
Fuck CBS.
Let's start with the basics, Elliot. Why could this be a problem for the president, or is it? I mean,
There's
he
another one, I
said
think, we
publicly
haven't touched
he
yet.
would put Clinton in jail if elected. He wanted to use the...
I remember that. I was always like, Trump's a piece of shit because he said he would put Hillary in jail if he got elected,
I was one of those
and
people
he never
that liked
did.
that, honestly.
And now it turns out he actually did try. And I'm like, yeah, there we go, Trump. Good for you. Good for you, buddy. I applaud that.
apparatus of the state, the Justice
Oh, he actually
Department, to
did.
stop
Wow.
his enemies. But
That's
does the
surprising.
fact that he was stopped
I thought it was gonna be on a
matter?
long
Does it
list of
essentially
broken
absolve him
promises.
from any possible liability here?
Well, the question is, do we live in Venezuela or do we live in the United States of America? This is the beginning of people who don't believe in the rule of law. And the most interesting fact from the New York Times piece was that Don McGahn had said that the president had the authority to engage in an investigation, right? So remember, let's separate investigation versus prosecution. The president had the authority maybe to open up or ask for an investigation, but it would have been a staggering exercise in poor judgment to do so. Just because you have the authority to do something doesn't mean
he's got lip liner like the Mexican girls at my middle school back in the 90s. You like that?
Yeah. That you ought to do it. And it would have been an egregious violation of the rule of law for the president to start opening investigations of his personal opponents or his political opponents and so on. And so this is, this transcends politics and sort of the normal, Democrat versus Republican bickering about what's the latest thing Donald Trump has done today. And this strikes at the core of what law enforcement is and how it's used in the United States of America. This is the president attempting to use the prosecutorial or investigative apparatus of the country as his personal hit squad. This is just not appropriate. And
sounds like nothing new to me.
Dude, he looks like a white dude with black face. He really does.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, God.
You're right.
You went there.
Since I say it's okay for you to make that joke, Pimpmunk.
Yeah, because Animancer is a non-white.
Yeah. You hear that, Stephen Wojcicki? You hear that? If you're watching this, it's fine. It's fine.
After you guys mentioned his lips, I barely caught anything he said because I was paying attention to his lips the entire time.
Oh, God.
Honestly. Did you notice he speaks to the right?
Hey, Chola.
Like everything he says, like...
What the fuck is up, Chola? What you doing, eh? What's your problem, eh?
It is different from illegal. And Jeff, we mentioned the parallel between what Trump talked about doing and what Richard Nixon did. I read part of the second article of impeachment against Nixon. Here's part of that. It says, disregard of the rule of law. He knowingly misused the executive power by interfering with agencies of the executive branch.
Was there another president whose nose looked more like a penis than Richard Nixon?
No, Richard had that dick nose going on. He's like Colin
Tricky Dick.
Richard.
Penis nose.
His name is Richard.
They called him Tricky Dick back in the day. Yeah.
That's what he was called.
Branch.
Him and Colin Kaepernick have the most dick noses I've ever seen in my life.
Colin Kaepernick.
It looks like he literally.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It looks like he could literally urinate from the tip of his nose.
Criminal Division, the Office of Watergate Special Prosecution
Don't put that
Force,
visual in my
the
head.
Department of Justice, and the Central Intelligence Agency. So my question for you, Jeff, is can any action, an affirmative act to set in motion using the government, whether or not it happens or not, constitute an abuse of power?
Well, it was in Richard Nixon's situation because he tried to attack his opponents. He also tried to kill him.
He looks like a
Jeff
Jacobitz. As soon as I saw this guy, I'm like,
oh, dude, don't even go there. All of our we'll get blocked forever. Don't even say it.
Antitrust case, and he was one of the counts. Excuse me, again.
His name is not Jacob Rosenthal. All right.
Against him for his impeachment was abuse of power, and the parallel to Donald Trump is really striking here. And also, you have to look at it this way: if he makes a request or floats an idea, is that an order or is that just a request if it's coming from the top person in the government, Donald Trump?
Government. Ow, 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 oi.
I think Donald McGahn's separation for this in the memo is a bit.
Look at that picture there,
dude.
It's so evil.
There is literally a rat's nest on top of his head.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking.
It's the worst shit ever.
He takes pride in that hair too. Like he's never gonna change it. Like he sees
know
that
what?
as like his symbol, you know.
If my daughter was not my daughter, I would fuck the shit out of my daughter.
He basically did say that.
I know.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he didn't say the word fuck, but he was pretty much talking
as close as he could, basically.
He said, "Hey, you see her? Wow, she's pretty hot, right? I mean, if my daughter wasn't my daughter, I would be fucking the shit out of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's basically
it's okay,
what
though,
he
right?
said.
Because he said that he wouldn't because it's his daughter.
Yeah. It looks like somebody shot his head full of silly string.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, that is
And he
like
just never washed
that
it
is
out.
like almost as bad, or maybe even worse. I don't know, depending on where you are. From like someone like saying that about their mom.
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
Be like, oh, you know, yeah, my mom is so hot that like if she wasn't my mom, I'd totally fuck the shit out of my mom. You know what I mean? Like that. It's weird.
I think it's weirder though if it's a father.
I
saying
know
about a
he
daughter.
didn't say he would fuck her, but he said I'd be dating her, which is like a polite way of saying I'd be fucking her, right?
Yeah, he gave every intention that he would fuck her, and he probably has.
Nah, ow, no, I don't want to believe it.
No.
I kind of got a feeling because there's pictures out there when she was young, and
Hulk
the way
Hogan
he
had
was holding
pictures.
her and stuff.
Hulk Hogan had pictures with his daughter that were like that back in the day too.
Yeah, and a lot of people think Hogan fucked her too because Hogan had a girlfriend that looked exactly like
Hogan's current wife looks like her.
Yeah, and which his daughter is fine. Don't get me wrong.
She's like 6'1" or something.
That's pretty tall.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know she was that tall, actually.
Well, he was 6'6" in his prime. He had
they used to say he was 7 foot tall, but that was a lie.
He had his spine beaten down though.
Yeah, he lost like 4 inches.
Because his spine had to get fused.
Yeah. Joe Rogan was talking about that the other day.
Yeah, with Jake. Oh my god, dude, that was so awesome. Like after hanging after hanging out with Jake a couple months ago and like, you know, watching his live stand up and everything and seeing him like hanging out there, he took part in like the freak show thing. He threw darts into a guy's back and everything. He was a really fun guy. It's weird if for a guy that was as deep in the hole as he was, that had to give up drinking and everything to like perform in these little clubs all over the country where there's everyone drinking and having a good time. That says a lot about him too.
Thankful for DDP, man.
Yeah,
Diamond Dallas Page saved that man's life.
Yep, and he's one of the greatest minds of the wrestling business of all time. Like,
oh yeah, Jake the Snake should be in an office world.
Jake, if it weren't for Jake the Snake, there'd be no Undertaker. Jake the Snake was the
there'd be no Austin,
right?
True.
Stone Cold, I mean, kind of based his character off. He admitted that
and beat him down and said, I've surpassed you.
And I mean, basically, Jake, the night Stone Cold became the world's greatest fucking thing was because of Jake the Snake.
Well, he beat the shit out of Jake the Snake.
The Austin 316 shit. Yeah, Jake's been in a lot of great things for the business.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I like him.
There's a crazy promo he cut when he's all like blackout drunk at a casino.
Oh yeah.
It is insane. Let me see if it's there. Jake the Snake drunk casino.
He was so so down into drugs and alcohol though. He was at the point to where you may not be able to be saving him, and he actually got, you know. Luckily, Diamond Dallas didn't give up on him, you know.
Everyone who has Amazon Prime should watch The Resurrection of Jake the Snake because it's on there right now.
It's one of the best documentaries about, you know, somebody changing. It really is.
Pretty sure you have Amazon links, right, Ben, for this channel that people can use?
Yeah, you can sign up for it.
That's a good opportunity, yeah.
Here it is.
And speaking of Jake the Snake Roberts,
listen to this promo. Jake is fucking on crack. He's drunk.
With our man, Michael St. John.
Gentlemen, back here I have a man of legendary proportion, the man Jake the Snake Roberts. He is a man that you all recognize. He's a legend. Come on.
You hear them cheering for him because he was like a legend. Even here, this is probably like 20 years ago.
Jay, get on in here. The folks want to hear from you.
What I'm saying right now is this.
All right. I love this.
You know, you do a casino, and everybody says, well, gosh, a casino, you should gamble. Let me tell you something, Hamble. You don't want to play cards with me because I'll cheat. Okay? I cheat. You want to play 21? I got 22. You want to play blackjack?
If you have 22, you lose, by the way. That's how the game works.
I got 2 of those, too.
You got blackjack, I got 2 of those, too.
You want to play aces and eights? Maybe I got too many of those, too. Bottom line is this. You do not.
Oh, this is Big Titty Blonde over here. Dude, actually, when I met Jake and I was talking to him, a Big Titty Blonde came over and he, like, stopped talking to me and started talking to her.
He must be like a magnet for him then.
Yeah.
Gamble with me. Only time you should gamble is this. Listen to me.
There's no telling how
You
many
walk in a
women
casino.
I was like, I finally waited because there was like all these people that paid their. I was there with Billy the Fridge who got in early, you know, because he was part of the show that night. And there was a lot of people who were like, you know, supporters of Jake's that had paid money to get in early and meet Jake. And I didn't want to get in the way of that because that was, you know.
It's business. That's
His
business.
Yeah. So then, like, later that night, after all that was over, and like after Jake got on stage and everything, I talked to him for a little bit, but then a Big Titty Blonde came up.
I would stop talking to you too.
Yeah.
And you want to gamble. The main thing is you should realize this. To gamble, you must accept losing. I don't accept losing. And neither does Damien. Damien, my friend. My friend Damien is right here.
Yeah, just suck his head out of him.
I got my fucking snake in the bag down there, bitch.
You may not realize a lot of people, Ben will probably know this, but he did something that most wrestlers would not do back there. Right there, he turned his back to the camera.
Yeah.
The only person that used to do that was Randy Savage.
Yeah, Randy the cream of the crop.
Yeah. But that was kind of like a big no-no back then, is to turn your back to the camera.
Why? Do you know why that was?
I really don't know why.
Yeah,
honestly,
it was very rare.
Not a snake, huh? Oh. You don't want to see us, do you?
Well,
Let me show you something.
Yeah, that's
Let me
okay,
show you
Jake.
No, I tell you what, Anvil.
This reminds me of like every like super drunk DP episode ever where someone is super fucking shit-faced talking to someone else ever. Like go back almost 500 episodes now.
Yeah.
And you'll hear like someone like just thinking oh god.
Go to the 420 episode.
Speaking of Jake the Snake Roberts, he's with
I'll cheat.
Yeah.
Casino. You must just Damien, huh? Oh. You don't want to, Mr. Cameraman, get your ass back up here. Hello?
Hello,
I'm talking to you.
Cameraman.
Get the camera back up here. That is not what you need to worry about, Anvil. The bottom line is this. When the DDT comes, then the snake comes out.
They're like, they probably gave Jake a bunch of money in Vegas. They probably gave him a free hotel room at the hotel, Casino Magic, whatever. And they probably like loaded him up on drinks and shit and gave him gambling money and everything. And they're like, Jake, gotta show up at 4:30 p.m. to do your promo. And he shows up like this. Yeah, dude, this is great. Yeah.
Worry about the DDT. DDT.
DDT. DDT. DDT. DDT. DDT.
DDT. Think about it.
A man of his word, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yes!
Back to ringside.
Ding, ding, ding.
That guy is now drunk from proximity.
Yeah,
Like,
just him breathing on him made him drunk.
Also, Jake the Snake made a receding hairline look fucking tough.
Dude,
right?
I know.
Like,
it's true.
And the Undertaker has that too. The Undertaker took all the spookiness of Jake the Snake and made it into like a 7-foot tall dude instead. Jake is really tall. Like compared to a normal guy, like I'm 5'9" with shoes on, you know? And Jake is like 6'4", 6'5", I'd say. And Undertaker is probably like 6'11".
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Kevin
Sorry, I'm
Nash.
having issues coming in and out.
No, it doesn't matter anymore. Like if you have issues, it doesn't disrupt anything else, and you can work it out and come back.
Yeah, but the fans, man, they want to see my beautiful face.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
On a constant basis.
Is Facebook deliberately causing harm to Americans?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I've seen this story. That's an interesting one.
Well, there's still more scientific
Oh.
evidence that Facebook and
It's
other
Tucker.
tech companies are hurting America and distorting our brains. A brand new study by psychologists at the University of Pennsylvania finds.
I wouldn't even argue this. I would argue that Facebook is the craziest involuntary. Well, actually, I can't even say it's involuntary. It's the voluntary submission of all of our personal information to a private database. Who
That's
we
true.
are, what we look like, where we live, who we know, who we're related to, who we're friends with, who our friends are friends with, where they live.
What we do
All
on a
that
daily
shit.
basis.
Our interests, what things we like, you know, the
we
movies
look
we like.
what we look like literally
Yeah.
down to our most basic features that identify us. It's
How we communicate.
Yeah.
Like that's a very important
and they
piece
Yeah,
of information.
that's true.
to
Yeah.
get there.
that is how Facebook became the enterprise it is. Data collecting information. It started out as a way for frat boys to meet hot girls and
hook
go on
up,
dates
yeah.
with them. Yeah, that's what it was originally.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now it is a data mining operation. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's been that way for years now, and people are only talking about it recently. It's pretty crazy.
Is that Facebook, just Facebook.
And by the way,
Not
if
just
they've
Facebook.
ever had a photo of you, you're on there forever. So don't say like I'm not on there because I deleted it. It's their they tell you that every image that's ever uploaded there is their property forever.
It's true.
Well, pretty
That-
much. I mean, if you ever put
No.
anything on the internet, it's going to be there somewhere.
No. I'm saying it's a difference between it being there and it's being someone's property. Like their actual, like we own this. I mean, like no matter what you do, something will be on the internet somewhere in some corner of the internet if someone wants to hold on to it long enough. But if you're talking about capitalizing off of it, Facebook owns literally everything you've ever uploaded to it, and they can put it in anything that they want to make a financial gain off of it.
Among many social
It's
media
true.
platforms can substantially increase depression in people and loneliness. And if these feelings go away when a person gets off Facebook, this should not surprise us. Just a year ago, early Facebook investor Sean Parker bragged that the company deliberately
not
made
just
the site as
Facebook.
addictive as possible.
I want to
without
stop it
carrying
right
all-
there because Tucker said he said earlier he was talking about just Facebook, but it's not just Facebook. Like Twitter's the same fucking way. People can get depressed using any form of social media interaction, like Discord, all that type of shit. It can make you fucking depressed if you do it all the fucking time and don't do anything else. Also, look at Tucker's blowjob face right now. It's funny. It makes me laugh.
About the harm it could inflict. Imagine if the tobacco chieftains admitted that they'd be in prison, but chieftains are walking free. Tom Kirsting is the author of the book Disconnected: How to Reconnect Our
Man, they
Digitally
love to show
Distracted
people's
Kids.
books
And
on
he
Fox
joined-
News, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, well, they do that everywhere. Even, I mean, even on like NBC in the morning or ABC, they'll, if someone has a new TV show or a new movie or a new book that's big enough, they'll shill it out on morning television. It's very common.
Right. Tom, I'm not going to ask if you're surprised by this because I know that you're not, because you wrote a whole book on it. What is the answer for parents of teens, of young people who are watching their kids slip away, become remote and sad because of overuse?
Well, the number one advice I give when I'm lecturing on this topic is everybody is we've turned into a keeping up with the Joneses sort of society where everybody seems to be doing what everybody else is doing.
We
So, for
live in a
example,
society.
the average age that kids are getting their first smartphone is 5th grade. And I can ask any parent.
the average?
That's the average. The average child is in 5th grade is getting a smartphone that has all the social media and everything else on it. And if we ask anybody that's listening, do we think that's a good idea as parents? They're going to say no. Yet,
Of course, it's never on the parent to regulate.
I mean, honestly, we just look at it differently now too. I mean, I didn't. My first experience to, online interaction were old BBSs where you dial up the local BBS hub in your area.
Right.
And that would be like an intranet, like a small local network through dial-up modems. And there was I used to play like MUDs, like, like the old MMORPG text-based kind of games with a lot of
Most of these young
people.
fuckers in here are like, what is he talking about?
I'm like 20 years old. So I know what he's talking about, but I was like part of like the last generation of people, like literally like the last few years, where kids didn't have like smartphones in their schools, like at such a young age and shit. I didn't have that shit until I was like a teenager.
I didn't
so
have a
it's kind of
cell
an
phone
interesting
until I was
perspective.
22. But I'll be right back. I have to pee.
Sure.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead. Well, I mean, the world is just completely fucking different. The young people today have known nothing but the internet and smartphones and stuff like
Right.
that. That's how they, a guy like me I'm about to be 41 next week. I mean, I knew a world without this stuff.
Yeah, I only knew that for a little bit, but it was just starting to happen.
I don't know how old you are, Skep, but I mean, you're what, 30 something?
Yep, 35.
So you kind of remember some of the, where it wasn't, like that. It's just, I mean, we lived in a world that was different. It was different. When I was a kid, there was no internet.
The fucking nightmare that was the Dewey Decimal System.
The Dewey Decimal System.
I mean, and back in my day, we actually had to like, we had phone books and shit, and if you needed information, you went to the fucking library.
Right. And and then you would use the Dewey Decimal System to get lost in aisles and aisles of stupid books.
Yeah, exactly.
That were all 20 to 30 years out of date. So the information you're about to get is fucking wrong. And when the internet comes and teaches you later, you're going to feel real fucking bad about it.
Yeah,
Wait, this is actually how it worked? Holy shit.
And this thing right here, where people like, whoa, 5th graders are getting phones. 5th graders need phones in this world.
Yeah, if they don't have them, then they're just going to be socially behind everyone else who does, and they're going to have disadvantages and shit. Like, these days, like, sometimes teachers will ask kids to use their fucking phones to look up something in class if they need to, or something like that. Like, it can be useful for education if used right. Like, why not,
I realize I've gotten old because now I'm starting to say back in my day.
Mm-hmm.
You don't say that when you're 20-something, but when you're 40, you're like, back in my day, we used to do this shit. See, and honestly, you think about this, in 20 years, Animancer, you're 20 years old, right?
Yeah.
In 20 years, you're going to be like, the world's going to be like, you're like, God damn, the world's run off and left me. Because, you think about what technology is going to be like in 20 years.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, it's going to be fucking weird.
Huge progression, I'm sure, yeah.
Like, I mean, I mean, in all aspects of things. Like right now, I mean, I don't need it because I'm in a relationship, but fucking, I'm super jealous about Tinder existing.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah,
fuck,
dude.
that would have been so nice when I was 20.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, we're talking about like how what the world was like when we were being. You know, you're closer to my age. You know, we remember that world where everything wasn't like this, but people bitching about fifth graders having phones. They need phones in this world.
Yeah.
I graduated in '99. That was my senior year.
Well, I mean, I'm quite well. I don't know.
What year? What was your
37?
graduation year?
I didn't graduate.
How old are you?
I'm 41. Oh, I'll be 41 next week.
So,
it would have been 96,
8,
I think.
9, 10, 11. So you graduated high school when I was in the 8th grade, basically.
Yeah. Well, I didn't graduate. Actually,
you should have when I was in the 8th grade.
This is how I left school. The day I left school, I looked at my football coach. I grabbed my penis and said, "Suck my dick," turned around and walked out to school.
So you're between like 3 and 4 years older than me.
Yeah. We're very close to each other's age, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. A world without the internet, it was just way different back then. It was just fucking was sold. And I was talking about like Animancer's 20 years old. In 20 years, he's going to be talking like we are because technology in 20 years, I can only imagine what it's going to be.
I did find the fountain of youth, though. Like...
You think you did, dude? You look old. Come on.
I look old?
Yeah, I look old. I've let the dye out, dude. Look at my gray. I've let the dye out. There's no dye. I'm gray as fuck. I've been gray for a long time, though. I was gray when I was 20-something.
Damn, man.
I'm picking up some serious gray in the beard, around the corners.
Damn, I'm way younger than you guys, it seems, huh?
Dude, did you hear this? A federal judge ruled that the U.S. ban on female genital mutilation was unconstitutional.
Wow. Oh, no.
Charges against 2 doctors who carried out female genital mutilations on underage girls have been dropped after a federal judge in Michigan ruled Tuesday that the 1996 U.S. ban on the practice was unconstitutional.
In Michigan. I don't give a fuck if they legalize weed a billion times. They think
took one step forward and
female
5 steps
genital
back.
mutilation's okay?
According to the Detroit Free Press, U.S. District Judge Bernard Friedman said Congress overstepped its bounds, suggesting...
all of you bitches coming to me being like, oh, Michigan greater than Ohio, Michigan greater than Ohio. Sorry, okay, I don't give a fuck how much weed they're smoking, guys. You gotta be on my... And this Saturday, while I'm watching the destruction of Michigan live... and their little testicles shrivel up and go back inside their bodies. I want you on my side, live in the chat. Don't forget about it.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck Michigan. Nuke the shit out of them.
That decision can only be made at the state level. Friedman's ruling is a major blow to women's rights, particularly because it marked the first federal trial involving FGM. In 2017...
I didn't see CNN or Fox News or anything else talking about
Time
this.
magazine.
Yeah, that's pretty depressing that I've only seen Time talk about this today. Because I would say that this is pretty fucking important and more Americans should know about this.
Pro-female genital mutilation Michigan.
Like, that's no
That
joke.
should be the
That's
intro
no
to
joke,
Michigan
man.
every
we should
time
cut
we ever
the shit
talk
out of
about
those vaginas.
Michigan became one of the now 27 states with a law banning the procedure.
I'm okay with vagina whacking. I really am.
Friedman dropped the main charges against a doctor named Jumana Nagarwala.
Hold on, what was her name?
Too bad Billy wasn't here.
Hold on, what was her name?
What was her name? Yeah, come on.
What was her name?
Yeah, let me hear that.
What? Hold on.
Friedman dropped the main charges against a doctor named Jumana Nagarwala.
Oh my god, it's 2 words that Billy hates, Nagger and Wallace.
It's Walla, not Wallace, Walla.
Oh man, that would have been even better.
Nagawala.
Nagawala. Oh my god, Ben is dead right now. Oh my god.
What was her name?
Oh, what was her name?
the law banning the procedure. But Friedman dropped the main charges against a doctor named Jumana Nagarwala,
funny.
as well as a physician who let her use his clinic and several others, since the state's law cannot be retroactively applied in their case. A decision on a possible appeal has not yet been made, and the doctors are still facing conspiracy charges.
Nagarwala.
Nagarwala.
We've got to make all kinds of memes.
The Dow is moving back towards the
really
Check this out. Like, Trump was always like, oh, the stock market's the highest it's ever been ever. Now, you know, like, literally, it's gone down so much. And cryptos have gone down, too, by the way. They've both gone down so much that they erased the gains from last year. Well, not Bitcoin. Bitcoin made huge gains last year, but
oh, that's interesting.
The normal market,
probably because it's so well known, you know.
Well, Bitcoin took off last year and went from like a couple $100 to like thousands. Last year,
that name recognition, though. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
you know,
there were multiple reasons why it blew up last year.
Yeah.
Those of the day. All 30.
To do this, but before we get started on this, I actually have to go. I got some information. I gotta go do something. So, thank you for having me on again. It was
thank you for being on. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
We don't like you.
Whoa!
I mean,
holy shit!
It's all right, Pim.
See how much less inconvenient it is now, though, when someone leaves. But yeah, take it easy, man. It was nice seeing you on here. We got 2 pimp monks, man. Though.
Yeah. Well, when Ben starts video gaming, I'm gonna go to my channel for the ones who don't like video.
See how
gaming.
quickly I can just move people in and out.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Nagarwala, man.
Nagarwala.
I'm gonna walk up to a black person and say Nagarwala.
No, don't do that, pimp monk.
Take my money.
Please don't do it. Appropriate.
Oh, dude, thank you.
I would take that.
You know what? We're almost there. We're almost there. We're for less than $20, I will do an extra hour. And I do have over 100 classic.
There you
go. Super Nintendo games to play.
And after Ben makes his goal, I only have a small goal of $75. So yeah.
Yeah. No, when was your birthday again?
The 28th.
The
28th.
Wednesday.
That's next Wednesday.
I think that's I think that's the Tap private show, right?
That yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the day.
I want
to.
I want to have that. Well, let's do it the Tap show previous, the 25th. The 25th, all Tap donations go to Pimpmunk. 100%. Well,
you can just use his Streamlabs link, right?
Yeah, let's do Streamlabs because I can't even fuck around with the YouTube shit.
Yeah.
So let's put his Streamlabs in the description, and I'll if you can send me your link, like to your Streamlabs, I can make it appear on the screen here.
I'll send it. I'll give it to Animancer.
Yeah, I'll do an episode just for you where like the money goes to you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do, man. Because that definitely helps. Because every penny I make, man, goes into this house for bills, food, shit like that.
I just want to throw something out there. That was
you know what?
cute.
Landon should come on that episode too. I think he'd be a good guest for that.
Dude, I didn't know Landon and JF did a stream or two together back in the day.
Yeah, at one point, and one night though, they had like a smart battle debate, and Landon whipped his ass.
Let's have them back for episode 500.
I don't remember what it was.
Oh shit.
But yeah, Landon's a pretty smart motherfucker. And he was really good the night on Tap he was on. I mean, he's great.
He's great, man. He has a good personality.
Everyone loved having him on, and they loved seeing him tackle the content that was on that episode. And
Landon's amazing. He's my best friend in the fucking world, dude. I have done so much because of that man. I've stayed in $500 night hotels.
I hung out with Landon while he sang some karaoke a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. At the Japanese karaoke place.
Yeah, in Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill is that area. Where that was.
We need to do like a /tap DP hangout and do it at that place, man. That would be awesome.
Yeah, man. You know, we're working something out with Dick Masterson.
Yeah, that's what you told me a few weeks ago. That'd be cool. I'm gonna have to come out for that.
Hell yeah.
You know, I missed my football game I was supposed to go to because of my health, man.
You did?
Oh, man, that's tragic.
I thought, you know what? I thought that was because I thought that was why I didn't hear from you, because you were out of town. Dude, that sucks.
No. Yeah, my legs were like, and they're healing up now, but they busted open.
So Pimp, on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Will you do with me a live commentary of the Ohio State-Michigan game? Like, you'll be able to see and hear the game, but the people watching our stream won't be able to. And we'll just react to it live.
I should be able to do it.
Yeah. All right.
When are you going to do that on the DP Underground channel? Or?
I was just thinking about doing it live on the DP channel. Fuck it.
Sure, you could do that.
Whatever. I do what I want.
Do what I want. Did you make it go yet? No.
I didn't. No, I didn't yet. Someone throw me $20. And then we do an extra hour. And then I will pick whoever is the top donor today. We'll get to pick what the game that I play tonight. It could be Barbie.
Barbie.
And I'm going over to my channel here in a little bit. I mean, I'm not trying to take any viewers, but anyone who wants to fucking...
Pimpmunk's going to Chatterbait later tonight.
Yes.
He's got one of them.
I used to do that on my private streams.
Ugh. Those legendary streams, man.
I had some legendary private streams. I had a fucking...
Billy tried to make a joke. Billy tried to make a joke the other night about how he would fuck Wallace. But then I turned it around on him before he could say it about how he was going to get one of those suction cup dildos.
There you go, man.
Oh, shit. Who was that?
Thanks, PT Ham.
That was PT Ham.
Oh, dude, PT Ham is one of my top peeps.
Yeah, he's pretty consistent about helping out.
That's great,
he's
dude.
a good guy.
That's great. I got a couple of those, man. Dedicated fans are awesome.
Pimpmunk, I was going to say this earlier. I just didn't have the chance. But you know that if you have someone supporting you like Landon, that you're doing something right in your life, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Plankton?
I mean, yeah. Plankton. He's definitely the biggest supporter I've ever had. I've got a couple. I mean, I've got one called The Enclave. That guy's fucking awesome, too. But Landon is just like top notch. He's done so much for me. I've ate at restaurants that cost $700 fucking meals and shit like that because of him. And and I'm just an old country boy, and I've done all kinds of cool shit because of the fans. And like I've said a million times, you do not actually have to have 1 million subscribers to be successful on YouTube. You just have to have a good fan base.
You have to make friends with Conrad. You know Conrad?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Dude, he's the king of wrestling podcasts, and he lives in Alabama.
And see, that's what I want to talk about classic wrestling. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Dude, he runs the top 3 wrestling podcasts in the world.
Shit.
What's his name? Conrad Thompson. Conrad Thompson. I think that's his name. Yeah. Here it is.
I'll have to talk to that fucker.
Get in contact with
him. He does Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. He does another one with Tony Schiavone. And he did one with Ric Flair for a few years too.
He wouldn't piss on me then.
Well, here's the thing, Pimpmunk. To be entirely honest with you, I noticed that if you just ask people,
if you love wrestling,
if you just put it out there, like there are some people that won't get back to you, but if you put out to a lot of people who you would think would be interesting to have on, then there's a chance that someone will get back to you, and it's worth taking the chance. It definitely is.
Yeah,
just to see.
I usually offer blowjobs.
Oh yeah, that's a good. That's,
yeah.
that's
This is Conrad here, and he always says, "I'm a redneck from Alabama."
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll just pretend like I'm Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands.
He's a cornbread motherfucker. He's ate some cornbread in his day.
He's super fucking rich though.
It's probably not the most popular one, but we took a cab for SummerSlam in LA a few years ago, and the driver
You talking about him and Ric Flair?
The wrong way down a one-way.
Thank
and
you for
all of
the
a sudden in the
donation
back seat it was
situation.
1985 all over again. It was a promo from hell, and we were asked to leave the cab. I probably can't say any of the four-letter words here, but you can use your imagination.
What the fuck?
Could you imagine being all right, this dude is probably the same age as me. He's probably like 37 or so. Could you imagine being like 37 and being buddies with the Nature Boy? I mean,
pretty cool.
Dude, you couldn't live through it. Like John Cena became an alcoholic hanging out with Ric Flair.
Cena.
No, literally, John Cena did not drink before he started hanging out with Ric Flair. John Cena became an alcoholic because of Ric Flair.
in 85. That's what happened in the cab, and it's my most classic Ric Flair story for sure. I really like this question because I feel like there's lots of people who debate that that's wrong, but
this dude, he does sound like a country fucking bumpkin. Like,
oh yeah, he does.
Sound normal to me.
So for who made me a fan, I mean, it's Hulk Hogan, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and of course Ric Flair.
Yes, dude, that is Mount Rushmore right there. Like, I totally agree.
Yeah. But now that I'm,
I would say Hulk.
Did
he not say Hulk?
He did say Hulk.
Oh, okay.
I can appreciate the
I think he said Flair, Austin, and Hulk, right?
And
somebody else.
Oh fuck, we got to go back.
Was it The Rock?
Oh, he did say Hulk.
So for who made me a fan, I mean, it's Hulk Hogan, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and of course Ric Flair.
Oh, yeah. Those are the four greatest wrestlers.
Biggest names ever in the business.
I don't know shit about WWE, and even I know
right
those
there
names.
though. Shawn Michaels is right there.
Shawn Michaels is the greatest practitioner.
He can outwork all those. He can outwork everyone on there.
No,
Shawn Michaels is the only one I haven't heard of. So.
Not on the mic.
Not on the mic, but in the ring. What I'm saying, in the
he
ring,
couldn't
he could
work any of them on the mic. He is second to every one of them on the mic.
Oh yeah, I agree with it.
That's the reason he's not one of the greatest.
Now, the greatest micer is not even on there, and it's
not
Dusty
Jerry.
Rhodes.
Dusty. No, Rick is still better. Hogan's still better.
Hogan's not better than Dusty on the mic.
I would say yes.
Hey, money.
Who drew more money?
Hogan drew more money than all of them besides Austin.
The Rock has drawn more money now. The Rock has drawn the most money out of all of them, right?
No, Austin was the most selling.
Well, I'm not talking about just in wrestling. I'm talking about which guy.
Oh, you're talking about in general. Yeah, I mean, Rock's more successful because of movies and stuff. But if you're talking about just back
that all came from wrestling, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as far as just wrestling alone, Austin's like the biggest money draw of all time. Hogan and maybe run real close, but I think Austin's there. But if it wasn't for Flair and Hogan, the other two wouldn't have a shot.
Dude, you know what? They totally fucked up Flair versus Hogan back in the day.
Oh, dude. Yeah, WWF.
Yeah. What the fuck? They had Hogan and Flair. And they had them.
That's when it was in cartoonish. So they wanted to be cartoonish.
But they had them fighting in. Okay, why bring the world champion, the real world champion, Honestly, he was the real world champion. To come and face Hulk Hogan, the WWF champion. Like,
it was just the wrong era, man.
Dude, it was the truth is both the two guys couldn't agree to who was going to lose. That's why it didn't happen. And
but it actually did.
And
they had a match.
Flair was one of the few guys in WWF working part-time, making full-time money in those early days. And him and Hogan, like, they had a few house show matches, which should have never have happened. Who the fuck is going to take the two biggest wrestlers ever and make them fight in house shows when no one else is going to be there?
Because at that time,
when that should have been the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah. But Vince had such a different mindset back then on what wrestling should be.
Vince was an idiot. What he should have done, what they did was Hogan got stripped of the title. And Ric Flair, honestly, Ric Flair's the first ever undisputed world heavyweight champion ever. Yeah. Because he came into WWF in the early 90s and won the Royal Rumble, which at the time gave you the WWF belt. He won that while he was still not stripped of the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. He was the first ever.
Fucking belt.
Well, no, he had a deposit. It was his property until they repaid the deposit. He was the first ever undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Since Frank Gotch won it from George Hackenschmidt in like 1912. Like literally this belt has that lineage that goes back that far.
You know, my dream, one of my dream matches would have been Kurt Hennig, Ric Flair, and both in their prime. That would have been one of the best matches ever.
They've had them.
Yeah,
Mr.
in
Perfect.
their prime, though.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Perfect was one of Ric Flair's dudes. You know, like
they were in the Bobby the Brain thing.
Yeah, he was one of like in his stable, but then they had. Dude, Mr. Perfect versus Ric Flair, they had a good program in WWF.
You want to talk about mic skills? Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Bobby the Brain Heenan is the greatest on the mic ever.
Yeah, he was so fucking good. He was so good.
They filmed, I would play it, but I'm afraid I'll get flagged by the WWE, which is retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they'll flag you. Of course they will. They flag everything.
There's a restaurant in my hometown. It's called Tony Paco's, and it's a place where you can get what they call a Hungarian hot dog. I'll show it to you what it looks like.
Man, it's like you guys are speaking Mandarin Chinese right now to me, honestly.
What? Hungarian hot dog?
No, that makes sense. Just everything before that just doesn't
pro
make
wrestling
any sense.
talk. He don't.
Yeah.
So this is a Hungarian hot dog from Tony Paco's. Fucking. And on the side they serve these spicy pickles and peppers on the side. Yeah.
I would eat the hell out of that.
And actually, we have a video from a few years ago, guys. You can look it up. Where the drunken peasants, the old school drunken peasants,
Tony Paco's.
We go to Tony Paco's, and in Tony Paco's they have on the wall in a place like this autographed hot dog buns on the wall, and on the wall in the original Tony Paco's location, which was a block away from the arena where they filmed a lot of these old shows for WWF. There's 5 autographs. There's Vince McMahon. There's Randy Macho Man Savage.
Yeah.
There's Andre the Giant. There's Gorilla Monsoon. And there's Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yeah, Bobby, I love that.
And they're all there. Think of all those guys. They all went there together. There's no question.
Yeah. And guys in the chat, we know wrestling is a show. We know that.
But this hot dog,
Oh yeah, I don't even watch it, and I hate that too. It's like, you know that people can have a discussion about entertainment and know that it's
You do know that Arnold Schwarzenegger's really not killing the fucking Predator, right? You do know that's not real.
Oh shit! So I can't care about the movie. Oh shit!
It's fake. You can't watch movies because
it's fake.
They're acting.
When someone says that, you know they're really just saying, "I don't like wrestling, and I don't think that you should talk about it on the show."
I say get in the ring with Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
You know, he's retired from pro wrestling, fake shit. Get in the ring with him, see how long you
Get in the ring with
last.
Brock Lesnar and see what happens.
Yeah.
Hell, get in the ring with fucking any of most of them. Shit.
Most of them, yes. You know what's kind of weird? The wimpiest of them became like the greatest practitioners of the illusion. Like Shawn Michaels, his ass was not tough. He's the best at making shit look real in the ring. But he's not a tough guy.
He's best at acting tough.
Bret Hart is like 1 billion times tougher than Shawn Michaels.
Dude, I'll tell you somebody that was a real badass, and that was Brian Christopher. Jerry Lawler's son.
Oh, dude.
That was a bad motherfucker.
Dude, I
right
can't
there.
believe what happened. Was he murdered in prison?
Some people believe he was murdered, wasn't suicide. Some people, yeah. A lot of people are starting to believe that. But, you know, back in the day, there was like a fight. He got in a fight at a bar with 2 MMA fighters. And both MMA fighters were quoted, "That's the toughest man we've ever fought in our life."
They were probably like middleweight guys against a heavyweight. A guy who had probably done steroids, right? I mean,
I would imagine.
I'd imagine Jerry and Brian both had done steroids at some point.
Yeah. I imagine Lawler could knock you the fuck out because he throws the best wrestling
Dude,
punch
I
in the
cannot
business.
believe Lawler like died live on air.
Yeah, dude. Luckily that they had medics and stuff because he had the kind of heart attack.
They said if he would have had that at home, he would have been dead.
Yeah. It was well, not to be more, but my ex-girlfriend had the same kind of heart attack, and she died. I mean, she died. So it was one of those, if you don't have a doctor standing there,
like literally right there to like give him oxygen and like pump, like shock his heart and all that shit. Yeah, that's why he lived. And he was doing indies and shit at the time.
He's still doing it.
Yeah, I know. What an idiot. Like after you almost died live on TV in front of everybody, would you still be like letting 20-year-olds punch you in the chest? I'll tell you what, that's what did it. CM Punk is what, like literally, I know what did it, pimp. Like CM Punk had Jerry tied up in the ropes and was doing this thing where he was smacking him in the chest.
Yep.
He was pumping his heart. You're frozen. I'm gonna have to.
I am. Everything's froze up for me too. So
I'm doing
I think you're finna move on to games and stuff anyway, aren't you?
Well, yeah, dude. If you gotta go, that's cool, man.
I'm gonna go try to make a few bucks on my channel.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right, buddy, I appreciate it, and I'll see you later.
Yeah, and good night to Animancer and everybody. I'm gonna keep going. I appreciate both you guys being on. We're trying out the new system. Good night. Yeah, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna keep the chat on the screen. I need another 100. Everyone, tell me, what game do you think I should play? What's a good Super Nintendo game? Contra 3, Donkey Kong, Earthbound, F-Zero, Final Fantasy 3, Kirby, Superstar, Kirby's Dream Course. Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Star Fox 2, Street Fighter 2, Castlevania, 4, Super Ghouls and Ghost, Mario Kart, Mario RPG, Mario World. I have more games over here too. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Oh my god, I suck at that game. You know, guys, if you're signing up for Zelda, you're signing up for a long, slow gameplay. Leisure Suit Larry, that's not on here, dude. Streets of Rage, that's not on here. I'm showing you what's on here, guys. You're getting sidetracked. Alright, fuck it. There's no knowledge that is not power.
Round one. Fight!
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Fuck! I suck.
Round two. Fight!
Damn it! Fuck! Oh, holy shit. I suck so bad at this game. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn what do I have here to play in the background.
Fight!
Get him, Jay! Yay! Fight!
Yay! Come on! Come on!
One, two, three! Fight! One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fight! Knockout! Piece of cake. Bear hugger! Fight! One, two, fight! One, two, three, fight! One, two, three, 4, fight! One, two, three, 4, 5, fight! Knockout! Too close.
This is the official SNES mini modded to have more games.
1, 2, fight! One, two, three, four, five, fight!
I can get all the hacks I need. Like, I got it all. I know what's up.
Ball Bull!
See if I can beat Ball Bull here.
Fight!
Got him.
1, 2, 3, 4, fight! One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. Fight!
Got him. It's over.
Knockout! Pizza cake! Right on!
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well, right?
Fight! One, two, three, four, five, fight! One, two, fight!
Damn it, he's whooping my ass now. He like changed up his pattern. Oh God, mass muscle, he spits in your face. Damn it. Give me with his cheap little headbutt. Damn it. Damn it. Hey. Oh God, let's move on to something else. Everyone that's still watching, move into the general room. Everyone, go into general on mine, not on the DP one. On the Benpai server. Everyone, go there and wait there. I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, dude? Oh shit. Can I hear you?
Oh shit.
Oh
Hey.
no, I can't hear him. Shit.
Shit. Ben, hey.
Voice and video. Voice, yeah. Voice. Hey, yeah. Oh, okay. Here he is. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm on push talk.
Yeah, I can hear you now. I just didn't have it up right. Hey, Jables, what's up, dude? Oh, now he's gone. I'm probably gonna end the stream anyway pretty soon. I didn't quite meet my goal, but it was pretty close. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. Have a good night. See you guys next time. Hey guys, I decided not to kill it yet. I'm still gonna keep it around here, and I'll bring these people in too. Hey, what's up, people? Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, I decided not to wrap it up. I almost did, but I'm going to give it like another 30 minutes. And we'll see if we reach this goal. Because I really want to reach the goal. Maybe I should just turn on 9/11 mode. How many people are watching? 195. 9/11 mode is on now. 9/11 mode.
I saw you were playing. I saw you were playing Super Punch Out, and you were doing a really good job.
Yeah. I used to be so good at that game.
Yeah. It honestly seemed like you were having trouble with the really tricky guys.
Yeah, Piston Hurricane. Like I know his shtick. I just it's been a while, you know.
I was trying to warn you, like, it's possible for you to, if you press the up button, you can actually block your face.
Yeah, up and down, blocks up and low. Yeah. I know.
So, have there been any other games that you like to play for the Super Nintendo?
Oh, dude, I can show you like what I have uploaded because people were saying, "Oh, you can't play like these games." Dude, I'll tell you what. The Super Nintendo Mini is a great piece of hardware that you can load all sorts of games onto. It really is like a good piece of hardware. Like if you just want a separate piece of hardware to handle your gaming for you, you can hold so many games on it. And it has like the classic controller and everything. It's great.
I do the same thing, but it's for the. I do the same thing. I have all of those games, but on the Wii. I had it for such a long time.
I have that too. I've uploaded or I've downloaded a ton of Wii games over the years. So
yeah. But sorry.
Oh no, say your thing.
So what's your favorite series of Super Nintendo game?
Series. That's difficult. Sorry, I'm ordering food really quick here.
I understand if it's it was tough. We could just go down to just what's your favorite.
Sorry if I missed you talk about it, but did you catch Jake the Snake on Rogan?
Yes, I did see that, and we've talked about that, and that was amazing. That was really amazing to see Jake on Rogan.
When anytime that I remember hearing about Jake the Snake Roberts, the thing that pops into my head is always his theme music, the "Trust Me" theme music. When that plays when Jake the Snake turned heel, where it just goes, "Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me."
Yep, it's true. That did exist. Trust me.
Yeah, it was. And it all started when Jake the Snake got Ultimate Warrior, where Ultimate Warrior trusted Jake the Snake to prepare him for his fight
for the Undertaker.
But Jake the Snake betrayed Ultimate Warrior to the Undertaker, and thus he became a killer heel.
Damn.
It was one of the greatest things.
We are so fucked, dude, if we rely on Jake the Snake to prepare the Ultimate Warrior for the Undertaker. Like, society's gonna crumble. I'm gonna do a big ass bong hit right now. Here we go. Of perfectly legal tobacco. Totally legal in the United States. Who else is in the general these days? Jables. Jables is in here too.
Jables, are you here?
Jables is from the area too.
One second. I thought Ben was going to take a little bit more time, so I'm walking home right now.
It's cool, dude. You know Zeronian here. He's from Washington too.
Yeah.
I knew when you said like South Sound, what was it? Gender Alliance or whatever?
Yeah, Gender Alliance of the South Sound, yeah.
Yeah.
I still South Sound. Yeah. I still haven't gotten permission to do a charity stream yet. It's taken a while to get a chance to contact them.
You guys are gonna die when Mount Rainier erupts. You guys are gonna get burned alive.
You're there. Hey, you're in Washington too. You're gonna die alongside us.
No. You are directly downhill from that shit. I am like north and around the water from that shit. You are gonna burn alive when that shit erupts. That's terrible.
We're not gonna burn alive. What's going to happen is
not us.
Suffocate
not
from
us.
all the ash.
Hold on, Jables. Hold on. Not us. Zeronian. He's like down in Tacoma. He's gonna burn alive. We're up here north. He's not. We're not. He's gonna burn. He's gonna die.
Oh yeah, no. He's
no. Yeah, no. He's.
Hey, I always take what the. Any of you ever watch Highlander? You know about the Kurgan? Because it's better to burn out than to fade away.
Does that make you feel better about being like literally burned alive by toxic magma?
Hey, what's
Not
up,
really.
everyone?
Not really, but it's a good thought.
Some guy keeps joining and re-entering. I don't know what the fuck that's all about.
He wants to get fucked in the butt because he's gay.
You know? Who knows?
Well, he's like,
So
yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too. Come on. What? We live in... It's 2018. We live in a progressive...
It's 2018. I like how Just saying whatever the year is justifies like whatever.
Justifies whatever I say. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, it's like 2018. Isn't anyone putting their dick in the mouth of a toddler? Nah.
People do make those arguments, honestly. It's
Yeah, that's disgusting.
It's gross. It's fucking gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mosh Pit 1337. What's his problem?
He keeps joining and then not joining. I don't know.
Well, ask him what his problem is.
Okay.
I was listening to another podcast a while back that was doing a review of this Christian movie called, darn it, I'm spacing about the name of it. But one inside that movie had a rap that sounded a little bit like the Super Bowl Shuffle. I was actually able to take a piece of that. I was able to obtain a piece of that rap from YouTube, and I have it on an
If you're asking us to put it on the show, we probably can't because it's probably copyrighted material.
What is going on?
What's going on?
I was gonna say because the video itself is on YouTube, so.
Well, just because it's on YouTube doesn't mean that it's not going to get a list of copyrights.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. I thought it would be a really good introduction.
I mean, we can take a look at it. We can take a look at it, but yeah, if it depends on what quality it is, I suppose.
Is there any way that I can send you the MP4 because that's what I have?
I mean, you could email it. You could send it to the DP Drunken Peasants email, drunkenpeasantsinbox @gmail.com. That's the best bet.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Oh wee oh wee oh. You know my little dog is racist.
Yeah, she is.
She really is, dude.
Then why doesn't she bark at me?
She's never seen you before.
No, yeah, that's true.
If I put you on a big screen, she might though.
Really?
Speaking of dogs. Speaking of dogs who are sorry. Speaking of dogs that are
I'll be right back. You guys talk. Animancer, you hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
Go right ahead. Speaking about...
I'm sure a bunch of trolls are gonna join and be like shit and dick and tits and $3 theater and all that shit. No, I'm just fucking around. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Speaking of dogs that are racist, is the video that I sent you about the dog still on the queue?
I don't know because we didn't get around to any of the crazy people tonight, so. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, but then again, this was tap and not.
Yeah, we use the same. We pull from the same content window for most of it, but I'll try and add it back for next time.
Yeah. For when Billy is around, because the moment that because I'm just waiting for it to appear and be hilarious.
William the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, Jables, you're making a lot of noise, Jables. I'm hearing a lot of sounds, Jables.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm hearing a lot of sounds, and most of them are not, in fact, your voice.
Okay.
Yeah. I appear to have possibly lost my code. So.
Shit. Well,
yeah.
Fuck.
Shit night. Alright.
Hold on. Let's see what this does.
What happened?
I'm gonna play this wolf video. Oh God! Who's here? Who's here?
Oh, the doggo. The doggo.
Who's there? She won't do it. I have to let her. She won't do it while I'm holding her. She'll only get mad at the dog because I'm showing her a video of a wolf right now. And she would normally be really pissed off about that. Hold on.
It's because while you're holding her, she feels safe.
That guy says he has an unstable connection, so I guess he won't be able to join us. Which sucks, but yeah, it happens. At least he's not some troll trying to put in like communist propaganda or tell us, you know, C++ or whatever those guys say.
Where is it? Right there. All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, she's getting loosened up. Hey, puppy, no, sit where you are. She listens to me. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
All right, just making sure. Sorry. I have to zoom in on the puppy. Let's see.
The pupper.
Dude, she is like, I'll tell you what, 99% of my attention goes towards serving this weird little animal here. Like, she is, I am her bitch. It is so sad and pathetic.
That's how animals are, man. Because they're so cute that you want it.
Yeah. There she is. Do you see? God, do you even see it? Do you see it?
I mean, I don't, because I don't have my browser open, but...
I see it. It's adorable.
Yeah, what the fuck? What is that? That's a... hold on. But I'm gonna play, let's see. Lion roaring. She would fight a lion. If a lion was here, she would like go toe to toe with it.
A mountain lion? Yeah, probably.
No, not a mountain lion. A lion. An African lion. A fucking giant 600-pound cat. She would fight it because she's so dumb. She thinks she could take on anything. She's the dumbest dog ever. Hold on, let's see if we can do this. Who's here?
Small dogs like that don't have very good like instincts when it comes to.
Hold on. She doesn't see it yet. I have to put it right there. Who's here? Who's here? Who's that?
What the hell is that? Is that a puking dog?
No, that's a lion.
A lion?
Yeah,
Sounds like a bowel movement to me.
No. That's a lion roaring, and she's getting pissed.
It's a challenger.
Who's here? Who's here?
Yeah, boy.
Whoa, that's fucking crazy, that sound of that fucking lion.
Yeah. Let's see. What's a good animal? Let's do coyote.
How does she feel about birds?
Oh, she hates dog-like animals. So anything anything that's dog-like.
Rubskin.
You know what? Maybe.
You should play.
Yeah, I'll do that. I want to see. Give it a try.
Play the special birthday video I had to make it for my son. It would be hilarious. Let's see if your dog barks at it.
Hey guys, Teddy Rubskin here. Yeah.
Who's here?
Is that a cockatrice?
That's a coyote, actually.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, they're crazy.
Hyenas are cooler than them.
Let's do bear. She'll do a bear. Black bear howl. Let's see.
That's racist.
What?
Why does it have to be a black bear, Benjamin?
There's species of bear, and one is a black bear. Oh, what the fuck is going on here?
Next thing you know, you'll be looking up brown bears and saying that they fly planes into. Just one step away.
What the fuck? She needs to see them move.
She's gotta see them in motion to get pissed off. That's what sets dogs off, seeing things move. There's nothing a dog hates more than seeing.
No, I grew up.
What the fuck is this?
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Does your dog react to country music too?
No. Hold on. Let's see. Who's here? Who is that?
Someone in the chat's been asking for the Streamlabs link. I sent it to him, but it's in the description, guys. Any relevant links in the.
Who's there? Who is that?
Let's see. Oh, that's cute.
Who's there? Who is that? She's looking at it like, what the fuck is that thing? Who's here?
It's Teddy Rubskin. Yeah, it's Teddy Rubskin.
Yeah.
Well, that guy has a rifle and he will shoot the bear.
No!
I don't want him to shoot the bear. No, I don't want to see it.
Is that a cub?
No, that is not a cub. That's a big ass bear.
Yeah, it's a pretty big bear.
That is a big bear. Like, if it was coming after me, I would shoot it too. I mean,
I'm guessing it was just from the perspective of the video.
Yeah, from a brother's point of perspective.
That was a very large bear. Yes, bears are very closely related to dogs. And they're very similar animals. Yeah, I mean, you can just tell by in their behavior. If most domestic dogs were the size of bears, they would just eat their owners and move on, right? They wouldn't.
Yeah, they'd eat their stoner.
But this little thing here, she can't do shit.
Yeah,
right?
she can't. No.
She thinks she can, though.
Yeah, because they have the mind of a big dog. You know, they think that they can do anything a big dog can do with a.
There are cougars in my neighborhood. There's like signs that they put up where they're like, oh, there was a cougar in your neighborhood. And I'm like, oh my God, my little dog is going to get eaten. There are eagles here too. Like, this side of the country is just crazy with wildlife. People have not been living here as long. So like the wildlife is still very much intact here. And we have cougars and eagles that'll come and fucking like if you have a dog that weighs 3 pounds, an eagle can pick up your dog and fly away with it so easily. I speak from experience, right?
Yeah.
Hera.
The dog.
Hera is adorable, and so are you. Happy
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
thank you. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
I remember a long time ago when I went to an observatory in Lakewood. When I got picked up and we were driving out of the parking lot, we saw this big elk nearly jumped in the way of our car.
Yeah. You know what? Like,
I believe it missed us though.
I want to ask you guys how you feel about this though. Like, a lot of people say, adopt pets from, adopt pets from shelters rather than breeders.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I understand why that's true, but I've always been like, well, what about the pets that get bred too? And I always feel bad, like, I feel bad for not like adopting a pet from a shelter, but then I'm like, oh, well, I adopted her from a place called Petland where they put.
Well, the reason why people say that is because it's more likely for a pet in a shelter to be put down.
Sure.
It still sucks. Like the problem is, like, I guess the industry of how much like pet breeding goes on. Like, there's enough fucking animals in the world to satisfy people, but because people want specific breeds and there's demand for it.
I'll tell you what.
That's really the problem.
She has like the best temperament out of any dog I've had in my life, which is the weirdest thing. You see how she just lays there? She'll just lay there until I'm ready to get her. And she's good in the car. My other two dogs are terrified of the car. They will shit and piss all over the car if they're scared enough. She just lays there, acts like this, right?
That's nice.
Yeah. She's so calm. And that was definitely bred into her. She's my only dog that's like this purebred dog.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I suppose. I mean, maybe thinking about it the other way around, the problem of it is too much. Is that there's not enough regulation when it comes to how these dogs and other animals are breeding, that it leads to so much shit out of them that can't have homes. That's the real problem, I'd say.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you go to a pet store and you go there like month after month after month and there's just containers full of puppies running around, but you never see a dog that's like even halfway grown, there's an issue there. Where are all the dogs that start to get older, especially when you're charging like, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for a puppy? Like, where do they go? Not everyone buys a $3,000 puppy. Where do they? Where's your constant?
Well, there's a reason why they cost that much.
Where does your constant supply of these dogs go? That you're always, like they're worth $3,000, but then once they reach, a month old, they can't be in the case anymore.
Yep.
So what is this?
That's how. Yeah, it's really, isn't it? It's
well,
people,
honestly, that's how I got her. I don't know. I walked into a pet store.
I mean, it's a normal fucking thing. It just kind of sucks that that's how it is,
Yeah.
Like, I'm not.
Yeah. It like their weird tactic of selling dogs like hit me in my heart. So I just bought this little dog.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you walk into this pet store, they take puppies and put them in your hand.
No.
Yeah. When you walk in, they're like, "Here, hold this doggy."
That is an extremely deceptive tactic where it's just like, once you hold it in your hand, it's like, buy me.
I don't want to let go of it.
And they're so little, like they're barely old enough to be on display at these places.
Wow.
So, yeah, so I had her, like right now she's 3 pounds full grown. She was like a half a pound when I first got her.
Wow. That's light.
Yeah.
It's late. Yeah, dogs are good. Dogs are good. I feel like you have to be a real fucked up asshole not to like dogs. I feel like only like someone like Von Helton could not like a dog, you know?
Von Helton. Oh my god.
Oh my god. No, oh, this is the I said the magic words.
Who's here?
Yeah.
Who's here?
Is this the one I gave you?
Who's here?
Well, folks,
who's there?
Number 37.
Who's
Here
that?
we are. Wow.
Oh, I can't get her to
Does
get
anybody
pissed
really
off.
believe we would have
Damn.
made it to number 37?
He's too
It
benign.
pisses me
Here we
off.
are. Number 37. Crazy, isn't it?
This is the one I gave you,
Absolutely
right?
crazy.
Who is
Nevertheless, here we are. So what's on the docket for number 37? Well, number 37 is going to be a humdinger, as they say.
A humdinger?
Because there's
Yeah.
absolutely no way.
He's like, hey, baby, why don't you come over here? I got a real humdinger for you.
Oh, is that too...
Is this the video I sent you?
Is there too much Brett in that when I say that?
That a troll
No,
or hater could
everyone
spin
I
this
know,
one and say
whenever
that I
they
was
do a
wrong.
Von Helton impression, it's just the Brett Keane impression, so.
I got a humdinger situation.
I got a
for your
humdinger for you.
individual.
Now the Rhine of Saudi.
See, what you
oh,
gotta
what a
understand is
fucked up
that,
name
you know,
that
I've been
was, huh?
around a long, long time. I've been around since at least
Yeah, you're ancient,
2002, if not before then. In fact, as I state on my Twitter page, I was around before there was even an internet. Okay.
Huh? Oh yeah, me too. Oh, the majority of the human race was around before there was an internet.
That's true.
I mean, it'll take a long time before we get there where it's the other way around, right? If we even get there.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not
talking about political
looking so sure at this
corruption.
point.
Yeah.
This is one of
About,
the
you
one
know.
of the best, and by that I mean the worst Von Helton videos I've ever seen in my life. If it's the one I'm thinking. So.
You know, the various evils that are out there in the world. You know, I actually had a liberal say, I can't believe he actually is saying this. Well, now, wait a minute. What's wrong with me exposing evil?
I said a liberal. His name was Adolf Hitler.
Nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with exposing evil, folks, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Sorry. You know, but this liberal on Twitter was like...
I love how he claims he was the original Punisher.
Oh, that's not the only thing he claims. In the watch it. That concept goes
Frank
nuclear.
Castle?
Yeah, that concept goes nuclear in this whole video. You'll see.
I can't
It's
believe
crazy.
he actually said this in his.
And you know what else is funny too? Originally he thought he was the Punisher, right? But now he thinks he's Doctor Strange.
That would
Yeah, because
actually
in all his recent videos, he wears that Doctor Strange cloak. You know, the one he got.
No,
off
that's his
eBay.
daughter's cape. That's his daughter's cape.
speak out against evil and corruption in the world. Wow, that's amazing. That's how deluded people have become in this country, folks.
Yeah.
When you can sit there and say that you fight against evil, and
Unlike
you'll
Bond.
actually get people say that you are crazy for saying such things.
Yeah, he's talking about me.
Oh, he is?
I don't know.
Yeah, clearly. No.
You want? Yeah, you want to know who also said that they were that they were exposing evil? The Salem witch trials.
Yeah, that's true.
How well did that turn out?
Burn them
Evil.
bitches.
Anyways,
must
though
be
I'm kind of digressing here, so let's get into it.
Oh God.
Without further ado, let's get into it. Fuck you, Vaughn. Fuck
Alrighty,
you,
folks.
Vaughn.
I'm at the Detroit News, and look at what we're reading right here. Judge dismisses key charges in genital mutilation case.
Oh my God, we just covered this shit.
Yeah.
Detroit. A federal judge Tuesday dismissed female genital mutilation charges against several doctors in the first criminal case of its kind nationwide, ruling that the law is unconstitutional. Full stop. Full stop right there.
Wow,
I don't think this is the video I'm thinking of, actually.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna agree with Von Helton in this video, with a lot
Since
of it.
when is mutilating somebody not a crime? especially here in America.
It's true.
There is nothing commercial.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing objectionable
about
here,
what this
man.
procedure does. According to the medical documents I have read about female genital mutilation, what it does is it totally removes a woman's ability to enjoy sex.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I agree with Von Helton.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna disagree with him on this video. This isn't the one I gave to you, right?
No. I don't know what you gave to me.
I sent you.
I'm not just gonna sit like if I watch a Von Helton video, then I'm like, oh, if he says like space aliens or something have something to do with this, then I'll disagree with it.
Yeah, no, he made an entire video that I looked at recently where he talks about how a secret agency came to contact him to fight crime.
Oh shit! I don't remember that one, but I'll have to look at that.
Was he a member of the Church of Gale?
Yeah. Take a look at that.
Was he a member of the Church of Gale?
No, that would be a great crossover, though. I can send you the link if you want. It would just take a minute, but I don't know if you what you want.
I'm probably gonna end this pretty soon. I think we're done for the day, and Pimpin needs his peeps to come go watch him stream. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Take it easy.
Fare thee well.